101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station. This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Advantage Specialties. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to College Station, Texas. As we get ready for this matchup tonight, we welcome you inside the Advantage Specialties pregame show here this evening from College Station at Tiger Stadium. Getting ready for this one tonight between the Huntsville Hornets and the A&M Consolidated Tigers to kick off yet another season of Hornet football. And a pleasant good evening. I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams here pregame for this one this evening. Brian, we're back, baby. It's a brand new season of Hornet football, and we are just about ready to get started here in about half an hour.
Carlos, I'm so excited about tonight's ball game. It's my favorite time of year. I mean, football is here. It's upon us. You know what? We've been waiting so long to have this season come around, and we talked about it a little while ago. You know what? You wish upon it. You hope it gets here, and all of a sudden it does. And here we are tonight.
It snuck up in so much of a hurry because, you get through, all the basketball season and then the diamond sports season, and then you hit the beginning of summer and you're like, man, 3 months away and we're at kickoff for football. And then, boom, hits you right in the face, just like a player would tackling an offensive player, if you will. But, man, we are so excited to have you with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We're preparing for this one tonight, Brian, almost said Rob. But looking back at last season, these two teams met each other in district play, and A&M Consolidated just ran the house. A couple of bad plays and a bad drop early on for Huntsville kind of just hit them in the teeth and kind of shot themselves in the foot, if you will. And A&M Consolidated came away with a 35-0 win. This are two teams that have become really true rivals over the last few years. If you look back to 2015, these teams have been trading win after win after win. 2015, it was Consol. 2018, it was Huntsville. 2019, A&M Consolidated. 2020, Huntsville. Last year, Consolidated. The trend would say Huntsville comes out on top tonight, but it's going to take a lot. But looking back at last season, and you were on the call, what did you get out of that game, and what is it going to take tonight for that result to not happen for Huntsville?
Well, Huntsville has to do a couple of different things. One, obviously, it's the first game of the season. They're on the road. And when you're on the road and it's the first game, it's going to be difficult. All right, you got two teams that have not played a live ball game. So this is both teams' opportunity to do that. And you're right. You touched on it a little while ago, Carlos. The rivalry between these two teams has really gotten a lot stronger as the years go by. You're talking 45, 50 minutes up Highway 30. So you know what? Both these teams, bitter rivalries. There's been some little smack talking going on from what I understand, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to really, a pretty good ball game tonight.
Looking at A&M Consolidated last year, they made a run into the 5A playoffs before getting knocked out in the regionals in a nail-biting game against Crosby. Huntsville did not make the postseason for the first time in what seems like a very long time, losing out on a playoff spot on the final day of the regular season. So it's going to take a lot this season. It's a young team too, Brian. This is a young team you're looking at compared to past years, and that's what I kind of want to talk to you about now is as we get ready to set the stage for this game tonight. A lot of seniors left in the offseason. A lot of your offensive powerhouses, A.J. Wilson, Cam Cole, Matt Long, they've all moved on, and some of them even playing at the collegiate level now. Looking at that offense, as you being a former Hornet and Bearcat quarterback, when you have those kind of transition years, what does it do in the mindset of a player whenever you get ready to start a new year?
Well, you can look at it in a couple of different ways, and you're right. There was a lot of seniors that graduated. Let's talk about my old position. Let's talk about the quarterback position with A.J. Wilson graduating and moving on. So now what do you have? You have a young guy in Austin Taylor who is a sophomore who is going to be the starting quarterback tonight for the Hornets. And let me tell you what, this is a huge game for that young man. This could set the tone for his career at Huntsville throughout. So that is one of the things you look at. It happens every year. You have seniors that graduate and move on, and you have the other guys that have to step in and fill the void. And Huntsville, with the coaching staff, with Rodney Southern and his great coordinators that he has and all those coaches, you know what? They have put together a great team, and that's just part of it. Kids graduate and move on, and you have to fill the void, and that's what Huntsville's done. And I expect, like I said, Carlos, I expect a great contest between these two Highway 30 rivals.
Yeah, let's call it the Battle of Highway 30 because that's what it is, folks. That's the road we spent the majority of the time going on the way over here. And now let's look on the defensive side of the ball. You have a young defense as well. You're not returning many players from last year. A couple of them stand out. Shiloh Jones, we had him on the coaches show earlier this week. JT Kroll is another one as well. Even some of the guys that are on the back end of the depth chart, they saw some action on the JV level. So when you look at the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be paramount tonight because remember, the last game, it was 35-0. So the defense is going to have to rear back tonight if they're going to want to pick up a big win this evening.
Well, let's talk about the defense for the Hornets. And there's been some big changes there, too. Not only in seniors graduating and moving on, but you also have a brand-new defensive coordinator.
That's right.
Okay, Scott Schroeder has taken over the duties as the OC, offensive coordinator, and you have a new guy that has stepped in, Amaury Del Real, who is your defensive coordinator. It's going to be his first time. So we're going to see some dynamics and stuff. We talked about it a little while ago with the defenses. It looks to me like Huntsville is going to stay with a simple, basic 40 defense, and that's 4 linemen up front, 3 linebackers, and 4 DBs. That is a basic defense, and I expect the Hornets to kind of stick to that plan most of the evening.
Folks, taking a look at the weather for this one, you can't see us, but we are drenched in sweat because the sun is just bearing down on us. Hopefully that sun will just continue to go down behind that press box. And right when it's at the crest of that press box, like you and I were talking about right before we go on the air, that's going to be very intriguing to see, to try and see down there on the field. 91 degrees currently. We're looking at a 90 degree at kickoff, partly clouds, but the temps will dip down as the night goes on. Partly cloudy skies across College Station this evening. We're going to take a break, and coming up next is Southern Talk. I had a chance to catch up with head coach Rodney Southern earlier on this week. Southern Talk brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars, so we'll go to that segment now. So stay with us. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by Advantage Specialties right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We'll be back here in a few moments.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
Hello, friends. This is Carlos Zimmerman, and welcome to Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars, here with head coach Rodney Southern pregame ahead of this matchup against A&M Consolidated. Coach, first off, how you doing? How you feeling going into this one?
Well, we feel pretty good. We had a good scrimmage against Lufkin. We're playing a quality opponent tonight, and but we're excited about it.
Looking back first, before this being the first game of the season, looking back at last season, you had a few games not go your way last year in district, some that were completely out of you and your team's control in terms of outcome. But what were really the biggest takeaways from last season to help you build into this year?
Well, I think the biggest disappointing thing is we lost 3 district games that, by a total of, I think it was 10 or 12 points, and those were games we should have won. If we win those, we make the playoffs. A&M beat us soundly last year, but we made some mistakes early in that game that probably allowed that game to get out of hand quicker than it did. But you kind of look at last year and you take what positives. We lost a big senior class from last year, but we've got a big group of senior offensive linemen back this year. Our senior class is going to be a small group as a whole, but having an experienced group of offensive linemen is a huge thing going into obviously a district schedule and a non-district schedule as tough as ours is going to be.
Now, looking at replacing personnel from last year, obviously it's a process you go through every year, and then you lost some key contributors on the skill side of things, like starting quarterback A.J. Wilson, Cam Cole, Justin Busher, and Matt Long on the offense, and then Seth Carroll, Bun Shelley, and Calvin Simmons on the defensive side. Not to mention your place kicker and Christian Avalar. They've all either moved on to play at the collegiate level or just move on and continue their education. But what's it been like this offseason trying to find new and up-and-coming players to replace the now departed ones?
Well, the big thing, our program at this stage, we dressed 57 JV guys the other night. We split our freshmen into 2 full teams. We haven't been able to do that in the last 4 years. So our numbers in the program overall are really good. We're just a young team. So some of these guys that are replacing an A.J. Wilson, Austin Taylor's going to replace him, on paper, but Austin's a sophomore. So it's been a good process. We had a great spring training. We had a really good summer. And these kids have come back ready to go. So the thing that's different is, some of those guys are going to be young guys versus a senior with 2 or 3 years of varsity experience. But you still go back to some key places like our offensive linemen, that are all 5 of them that'll start, and the other 3 guys have all had some kind of experience at some point on a varsity level or started varsity games, which there's no way to get experience other than to play.
Through talking about summer camp and the 2 scrimmages that y'all have had, what are some positives that you saw from your eyes as the head coach, and what are some things that you see being rather season-long projects to work on?
Well, when you enter squad, our first scrimmage of the year, normally there's just certain things you're trying to do, and we've part of that was getting some guys some reps on both sides of the ball, because we've got some depth issues, probably like a lot of teams. We've got some areas where we've got plenty of depth, and we've got other areas where a guy on the other side of the ball may have to come across and play. We didn't do a lot of that against Lufkin. We had a couple guys, but not to the extent. So, the Lufkin scrimmage was much more about us lining up and trying to run the football and using our offensive line. I thought our offensive line did a good job in that scrimmage. I thought all 3 backs carried the ball really well. I thought Austin handled the ball well. We didn't throw it a ton in the live portion of that, and because number one, you don't have that much time to do it, and we're going to use our O-line and our backs. That's going to be a mainstay. But as we went through the spring, the summer, and fall camp, the thing that's been exciting is the numbers. This senior class, and it's nobody's fault, the senior class of boys is just a small class. So, I was joking with one of our other coaches, and he's got 2 senior boys, and one of them's got 1 senior boy. I mean, it's just, you run across that, and the difference here, we don't have a transfer portal or a red shirt where we can go recruit a guy. And so, you just have some things you have to build some depth with some potential younger guys, and we'll grow through that this year. But obviously tonight will be a test with A&M. They're a lot like us in some spots. Sophomore quarterback, sophomore running back, but they're a solid program, and that's one of the reasons why we want to play them, because you got to play good people to get that kind of experience.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Coach, you guys face A&M Consolidated tonight, a very tough opponent that you're going to be going up against. You've seen them in years past in district play. They've since moved up to 5A D1, and statewide media, they have them as one of the top teams across all 5A. What are some things you've seen that they bring to the table for you guys to battle against this evening?
Well, the big thing is, that Coach Fedora every year seems to find some big D linemen and an experienced group of big offensive linemen, and they've got some of that this year. Of course, their quarterback ended up playing a lot at the end of the year and played in 3 playoff games as a freshman. They had a running back that came in last year as a freshman as well. So they're a lot like we are. They're young in some key spots, but they always seem to find those other guys to make up the difference. And they're, I think, preseason 7 or 8 in some polls, and and that's probably well deserving. And like we said, they beat us soundly last year, but I think some of that was on us as much as it was them, in a game that after about a quarter and a half got out of control. But again, we're going to play good people in non-district, because I think our program's at a point where we should play those kind of people. You get valuable experience. and we've kind of bounced back and forth with them. They've beaten us at our place, we've beaten them at their place. So hopefully we can return the favor from last year. And the way realignment worked in this season, we're going there back-to-back years, but obviously a year from now, hopefully we're opening our stadium with them. So, but it's going to be an exciting time, and obviously, hopefully we can line up and grow up in a hurry and give these guys a really good ball game tonight.
Lastly, Coach, keys to a win tonight to get you guys off on the right foot for the new season?
Well, we got to control the line of scrimmage offensively, and if we can run the football like we ran the football last week against Lufkin, we've got to get first downs. Being a team that's going to run the football and rely on your O-lineman, you're going to shorten the game. So you're going to get fewer opportunities than what you would normally get in a normal game. I know they're going to run the ball, but they're going to let their quarterback do some other things because he's got experience now. So we can't give up the big play defensively, because that's where they hurt us last year, big runs. And obviously you've got to try to bottle up a quarterback, but you also got to tackle two very good running backs. But the key to us is get first downs and keep our offense on the field, because that means their offense is standing on the sideline.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time, and best of luck this evening as we kick off the season.
All right, thank you.
That concludes this week's edition of Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. When we come back, me and Brian will continue our pregame analysis of tonight's matchup, and starting lineups are on the way as well, so don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
KSAM, your home for Hornets high school football. Back to the game, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in College Station, Texas. Here still in the pregame show, brought to you by Advantage Specialties. Carlos Zimmerman alongside the former Hornet Bearcat quarterback Brian Adams. We are glad you're with us here tonight in College Station. It's going to be a hot one tonight, folks. 91 degrees at kickoff. As you just heard there from head coach Rodney Southern on Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. Had a chance to catch up with him, and he feels optimistic. Just you didn't see him whenever I was meeting with him. He feels optimistic. He's excited for a good year, Brian, and I'm right there with him.
Yeah, I am too, Carlos. What's amazing is this is year number 9 for head coach and athletic director Rodney Southern, and when he got here, the program was broken. Let's just call it what it was.
Yeah.
And he has turned it around on a dime, and he has done some amazing things. It's just so incredible what's going on in the community of Huntsville. Again, we're talking about the passage of the big bond,
right,
allowing Huntsville to have their own sports complex, for the first time in history. So many amazing things, so exciting, and you're right. I mean, he's full of confidence, and, man, it's going to be a heck of a ball game.
Brian, as pregame festivities continue down on the field, the Grenadiers are out there. The cheerleaders are here on both sides of the ball. The band is here. Our band should be on the way here. I think they're walking in here very shortly. We're going to turn it over to you now for Brian Adams' keys to the game this evening. Brian, as we look at things tonight, what do you expect, and what are the keys to a path to victory for Huntsville this evening?
Well, you know what? It's important for the Hornets tonight to make a statement early. And keep the offense on the field, as you heard in the coach's show that you did with him earlier. That is so important, because if your offense is on the field, obviously your opponent's offense is on the sidelines.
That's right.
So that is one key that they really have to do. The other thing is they've got to control the line of scrimmage. We had our coach's show Wednesday night at Chick-fil-A. One of the things that Coach Southern and I talked about prior to the show starting was the fact that if you take all aspects of the football game, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, the wide receiving crew, everything like that, I think he's most excited about the offensive line. And you don't really hear that very often. And I can tell you, being an old quarterback, you got a solid O-line, you can do things. Okay, if you can buy a little bit of time for the quarterback, open up some holes, and just, do your basic protections, man, that means a world of difference. And that's one of the things he's excited about. And if they win the battle of the trenches, I mean, good things are going to happen for them. The other thing, Carlos, they're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
And they're going to run it a lot. And they're going to have a quarterback who is a runner, but he can also throw. But I think he'll probably look to run first and possibly pass second. But then you also got to look at somebody like Juwan Giddens. And he is a junior, but he has a wealth of experience playing already for the Hornet varsity team. He played extensively last year, picked up some big yards. So I know they're counting on him to do some really good things in the backfield. So that's going to be exciting. The other thing really, truly offensively is move the chains.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Move the ball. You know what? If you're moving the chains and getting first downs, again, it goes back to what we just talked about. You keep their offense off the field, right? So that is one of the things, or several things they need to do offensively. Now on defense, and he touched on it just a little bit ago, and it's so vital. I don't care what level of football you're playing. Keep the big plays down to a bare minimum, if any at all. If you can do that, because those things can change the momentum. And I tell you, folks, momentum is a wild thing. If you lose momentum, there is nothing you can do to get it back. I mean, I have seen it time and time again. And when you get that momentum, there is nothing you can do wrong. So I think if they can keep the big plays down to a minimum, Hornets on the defensive side, I think it's going to be a great night for the green and white.
You sure hope it will be. That's Brian Adams' keys to the ball game here this evening. We are about 8 minutes away from kickoff tonight in College Station. It's the A&M Consolidated Tigers and your Huntsville Hornets. We'll take another break here on this pregame show brought to you by Advantage Specialties. When we come back, we will have starting lineups for the Hornets. When we come back right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Stay with us.
Hey there, Hornets. I'm Stephanie from Advantage Specialties, and I wanted to remind you that when you need screen printing, export embroidery, corporate gifts, start with us, your local one-stop shop solution for all your promotional item needs. From design to delivery, Advantage Specialties offers the local focus to make you look great at the price you can afford. Short runs, big orders, holiday gifts, Advantage Specialties will find a cost-effective way to promote your business, organization, or team. So stop by and let us help you get branded. Sing 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Advantage Specialties pregame show. I'm Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams. We are about 7 minutes away from kickoff here tonight in College Station in the shadow of Kyle Field on the campus of Texas A&M, where we will be next weekend. We're glad you're with us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as we will now dive into the starting lineups this evening for your Huntsville Hornets. We're going to start on the offensive side of the ball, of course. Doing the signal calling tonight is the sophomore quarterback, number 11, Austin Taylor. Doing the work out of the backfield. Looks like a double back set that head coach Rodney Southern's going to go with tonight. It is the junior running back, Juwan Giddens, and the junior running back in Jeremiah Winfrey. 3 wideouts set for the Hornets tonight. The senior leader, number 5, Matthew Tatum. And then the sophomore wide receiver, Savion Conta. And then number 25, the sophomore wide receiver, Peyton Pryor. Across the line in the trenches at tackle will be number 52, Micah Fisher. At the other tackle will be number 62, Nathan Schweitzer. At the left guard position will be number 56, Chris Smith. And number 75, the other guard, Thomas Rose. And doing the snapping tonight, is number 51, Cesar Robledo. On the defensive side of the ball, first also in the trenches at nose tackle will be number 99, Jadarius Smith. At defensive tackle will be number 70, Kadarian Easley. And then on the ends will be number 82, Zach Moss, and number 44, Christian Hall. In the linebacker core in the box will be number 26, Tyler Pomeroy, and on the other outside will be number 4, Braylon Phelps, and then in the middle will be number 10, Shiloh Jones. And then in your secondary, at the corners, number 2, Melton Green III, number 3, Isaiah Collins at the other corner, and back deep ends, the safeties will be number 7, Jacob Ruffin, and safety number 9, Cole Schroeder. Doing the kicking tonight will be number 18, Claudio Alvarenga, and doing the punting will be the quarterback, Austin Taylor. That is your starting lineup for the Huntsville Hornets. We'll get you A&M Consolidated as this game progresses. I want to take this time and opportunity as we are 5 minutes away from kickoff, as the Tiger Band and the Tigers have now entered on to the field down in front of us. They're fired up and ready to go, looking to go back-to-back against Huntsville tonight. I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors for making this possible, as the Hornets are now coming out on to the field, getting ready for this one. AB Squared Self-Storage, Charlie's Used Cars, Copeland Family Dentistry, Curbs, Frank Oliveris Realtor, Pinnacle Realty, Hartfield Florist, Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, MRC Creekside, Nelson Amaya Collision Center, Northside Baptist Church, University Heights Baptist Church, Walker County Federal Credit Union, and Whataburger, as well as Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, TDCJ, Texpress Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodlands Financial Group, and more insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizzas and Games, West Sandy Creek Winery, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner of Huntsville. As we are getting ready for this one tonight, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, kickoff tonight in College Station. So stay with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. That'll wrap up the pregame show brought to you by Advantage Specialties. Stay with us, friends.
This has been the Advantage Specialties Hornets pregame show. Stay tuned for this week's Huntsville High School football game on KSAM.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it has to be El Gordo Taqueria. You'll experience the absolute best real Mexican food. El Gordo Taqueria has plates. Also check out their new deck. Dine in or carry out now available. Delivery to you from DoorDash and Grubhub. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And now open Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the absolute best authentic Mexican food in Huntsville, it's El Gordo Taqueria. Call us at 295-TACO. That's 295-8226. Try it once and you'll be hooked. El Gordo Taqueria.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGillberry Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Texpress Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and more insurance. Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, West Sandy Creek Winery, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. The 2022 Hornet season is presented by First National Bank of Huntsville. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to tonight's matchup, the regular season opener here for the Huntsville Hornets and the A&M Consolidated Tigers. We are glad you're with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Alongside the former Hornet quarterback, Brian Adams, I am Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us this evening from Aggieland in College Station, Texas. We are moments away from getting underway here tonight. The coin toss has been done, and we are moments away from getting underway this evening. Huntsville will look to bounce back after a 35-0 loss last year to A&M Consolidated, but now it's a bit different. The no longer district opponents, A&M Consolidated's move up to 5A D1, and this rivalry is just going to get bigger and bigger as we welcome you inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, final thoughts before we get underway.
Well, I'm just so excited, man. Friday Night Lights, it doesn't get any better than this in my opinion. I mean, I love this time of year. Both teams are out on the field. A&M Consolidated is lined up in the kickoff position. The Hornets are lined up in kickoff return. The boys are going to get the ball first, try to make a statement to get this game started. And, Carlos, we're just about a couple of seconds away from kickoff.
Yes, we are. They have got the ball teed up, and we are ready to go tonight. We are glad you're with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. The Tigers will tee it off and kick it away, and a brand new season of Hornet football is underway as two Hornets back there in the backfield, and whistles will fly. The two back there that were going for it was Kayron Lee and Jacob Ruffin. I think Lee was the one that came up with it. It looks like a fair catch was called for by Lee, and here come the Hornet offense, led by their field general, the sophomore quarterback, Austin Taylor.
Well, there's a little confusion out on the field as these referees are about on the 10-yard line trying to figure out the call. You had two Hornets that look like they caught the ball at the exact same time on the kickoff, and it looks like we're about to get some sort of answer from the white hat here shortly.
So we'll see what they decide to do here. It looks like the Hornets are backed up to about, they caught it around the 13-yard line, and that is where Hornets are going to set up shop to start things off. Their own 13-yard line. The Hornets going right to left across your radio dial. Austin Taylor back in the shotgun formation, one back with him, four wide out set. Taylor gets the snap. He'll hand this one off, and a flag will fly. Looks like a false start to start this ball game, Brian.
Well, so far, the Hornets are showing a little bit of rust. And you're right, Carlos, that is a false start on the first play from the line of scrimmage. So they've started this drive out on the 13. They're going to move it back about half the distance to the goal.
8-yard line.
And here we go.
So we'll replay. First down and 15. Taylor gets the snap. It'll be a handoff right up the gut. Looks like Giddens was the one that with it, but he has got nowhere to go, folks. He is backed up. He'd be lucky if he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Indeed, that was the junior Jawan Giddens. This is going to bring up a second down and 15 from the Hornets' own 8-yard line. 11:35 to go here in the first quarter of play, and they're quickly back to go here. Running back offset back there with Taylor. 4 wide out set trips to the right here. 5 up on the line here for A&M Consolidated, and once again, Jawan Giddens is just swallowed up. Oh, my goodness, he's backed up against that end zone. We'll see what they decide to go with here.
Well, it looks like they're going to give him the 6-yard line with forward
progress.
Yep, forward progress, possibly the 7-yard line, but it has not started out well here for the Hornets.
Hornets now on the right hash mark, still going right to left across your radio dial. Looks like the forward progress gave him the original line, or the current line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line. They'll officially mark him at the 6. 3rd down and 17, a long way to go for Taylor and company. Now a double back set with him is Giddens and Winfrey. 3 wide out, spread out, and here we go. On this 3rd down, it'll just be a run to try and give the punter some room. It'll be a run with Jeremiah Winfrey. It'll get him up around to the 8-yard line, and here comes the special teams unit as the Hornets go 3 and out to start tonight's ball game.
Well, the Hornets sputtered obviously there on offense. The punter is going to be way back, basically almost the whole way back in their own end zone. And the return man for Consolidated is lined up on the 43-yard line of the Huntsville Hornets.
This is going to be a great field position for A&M Consolidated. Austin Taylor will get the punt away. A spiraling kick end over end as this one's going to go out of bounds. Great field position for the Tigers. Looks like they're going to mark him out. Oh, I'm trying to see where the white hat is. They're going to mark him at about the 24-yard line. So not a lot to go for the Tigers to start this ball game. 10:08 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score here between Huntsville and A&M Consolidated. If you are just joining us, here comes the offense for the Tigers. And in the backfield looks like to be Paxton Berkey doing the signal calling tonight for A&M Consolidated. One back with him as They got about 3 wide out set as well. Actually, that is Will Hargett in the backfield. He will hand this one off, and in the backfield with a big hit on KSAM Thomas. It's the big man getting back there. That was, Benny Ross, backup defensive end flying in there as he gets the call to start tonight, and that is going to back up A&M Consolidated 2 yards. 2nd down and 12 coming up, 9:46 to go here in the first. As Hargett will line up again in the shotgun, he'll get the snap and looking to throw. Here comes the pressure brought by the Hornets. Good protection and wide open over the middle across at about the 15-yard line. That's going to be good enough for an A&M Consolidated first down. Making the catch there is number 1, the wide receiver, Carter Frank.
Yeah, nice little play there by A&M Consolidated. It was just basically a little hook route, 10 to 12 yards. They executed it perfectly. But I tell you what, going back to that previous play, Benny Ross, defensive end there for the Hornets, made one heck of a play getting to the quarterback. So the defense is looking good so far.
Hargett in shotgun formation, 3 wide out set here for A&M Consolidated. Looking at a run-pass option, and indeed it will be. They will run here with KSAM Thomas, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line. It'll be short of a first down as it is not 1st and goal. They'll mark him, appears to be at the Hornet 8-yard line. Looks to be a gain of only 4. They'll bring up 2nd down here. 2nd down and 4. 6-yard gain there for Thomas as Hargett line up here. His running back offset from him. And now he'll line up under center. Nope, he will pull back once again and now line up in the pistol. Hargett gets the snap. Looking on an RPO. He'll take it himself, and he is swallowed up by a pair of Hornets. Finishing him off there was Kadarian Easley, the defensive tackle, to not let him get very far. It'll bring up 3rd down on a no-gainer there. Good stop by the Hornet defense.
Yeah, nice play there by Easley to get in there to shuck off his blocker and to make the play. That's a big kid. He's a young kid, too.
Young kid as well. So if you are just joining us, we welcome you inside the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. 8:12 to go and counting here in the first. 3rd down and 5 on what officially will be a 1-yard loss on the stop by Kadarian Easley. As this is the snap, it's a handoff straight ahead. KSAM Thomas, that might be enough for an A&M Consolidated first down. Took it right up the gut, and they mark him at the 2. That is indeed good enough for a Tiger first down. They'll bring up 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line. A&M Consolidated knocking on the door of 6.
Well, Rodney Southern talked about it earlier. Lee Fedora, head coach for A&M Consolidated, he has a kind of a zest for having talent, and he certainly does. He's got a big O-line himself, and they won that battle just then.
Hargett will line up in the shotgun here. Thomas off to his left at the running back. 4 wide out set. Here comes the run with Thomas, and looks like the Hornets, they had him for a minute, but the second effort by KSAM Thomas is enough to be in for 6. Touchdown A&M Consolidated, and we have flags flying at the end of that play.
Well, you're right, Carlos. That was a great second effort by A&M Consolidated to get in the end zone. The Hornets had him stopped early, but you got to hang on and bring him down. Arm tackling will not work at this level.
Flags flew after the play, so it looked like to me possibly been extracurricular activity following that play. We'll see what the head referee, the white hat, says here after that. Well, the A&M Consolidated players, they did switch out personnel, so it looks like it's maybe against Huntsville. We'll see if we can get the call. Rodney Southern is out there to talk with the white hat, get some clarification on his end. If you are just joining us, folks, A&M Consolidated is in for 6. It will be on sportsmanlike conduct. Just not exactly sure who it was going to be against. As here's the call.
It's on Consolidated.
It's on Consolidated. So this is going to back up the kick. The touchdown is good, folks. So A&M Consolidated is in for the touchdown, but they will have to back the kick up. Or it'll be enforced on the kickoff. My mistake, folks. But either way, they will tee up for the extra point here. Tyler Poling will hold, and Mo Fochetti will do the kicking here on this extra point here for A&M Consolidated. 7:31 to go here in the first, early on in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. The kick is up, and it is good, and it is 7-0 A&M Consolidated just like that. Still a lot of ball game to go, folks. Stick around. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in a few moments. The Hornets will get the ball back when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. That's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway, 75 North and 10th Street.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter, live from A&M Consolidated on their campus here in College Station. They lead it 7-0, 7:31 to go here in this first quarter of play. After the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of that touchdown, the Tigers are backed up to their own 25-yard line to kick this one off. And here we go. Huntsville will look to bounce back here. A little bit of a line drive, kick it right in to the hands of Matthew Tatum, and he will take it from the 20 and return this one. Sees a hole, gets popped around the 38-yard line. It'll be decent field position for Austin Taylor and company. Much better than the last drive, not being backed up towards your own end zone.
Yeah, nice return there by Matthew Tatum. Obviously, the Hornets in that first kickoff of the game didn't do themselves any favors at all, but they had a better return this time, and I expect the Hornet offense to move the ball a little bit better than they did in the first series.
First down and 10. Ball at the 39-yard line for the Hornets. Austin Taylor, he will line up in the pistol and a 4-wide out set, 1 running back with him. As Consolidated shows blitz, handoff. Jawan Giddens splitting a hole, gets across about 2 yards. Forward progress should give him the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, second down and 7 coming up.
Hornets are trying to establish the run early, draw the linebackers in, maybe a little play action as the game progresses. Draw those linebackers in, find wideouts over the top. So I can see trying to establish the run game early here by the Huntsville Hornets.
Second down and 8 here officially. Another RPO here. It will be Giddens along the sideline, but running sideways is not going to do you any good. It's going to back up the Hornets a bit. Looks to be forward progress. Will give him the 40. Yeah, we'll give him the 40.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive.
Well, that's one of the things. Jawan Giddens, again, he's a junior, but he's got extensive playing experience. The one thing is, at some point, you can't keep running parallel to the field. You've got to cut it up north and try to pick up yardage because, again, at this level, I mean, these athletes are good, they're fast, and they'll catch up to you on those runs straight to the sidelines.
Third down and 9. Austin Taylor in the shotgun. 4 wide out set. Claps gets the snap, looking to throw. Taylor throws, and it's caught along the sideline. What a catch. Savion Conte, his helmet flies off on the hip, but that is good for a Moke first down. What a strike from Taylor to Conte.
What a nice route there run by Conte. Just kind of a quick 10 to 12 yard out. Nice play. Austin Taylor hit him right in stride. Picks up the first down for the Hornets. Nice play there for the Huntsville Hornets.
First Moke attorneys at law first down will put them in Tiger territory. It's a handoff here to Giddens. He'll stretch forward, and the tackle even pushes him even further. Looks to be about, let's say, a gain of 3. It'll bring up second down and 7. 5:50 to go here in the Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter, and the Hornets are on the move here, moving right to left across your radio dial.
You know, what a big play there by the young quarterback, sophomore Austin Taylor. Stepped tall in the pocket, fire, hit his target.
In the pistol, he'll hand it off. This is Winfrey running left side, trying to stretch past defenders. That might be just a gain of 1 there for Jeremiah Winfrey. It will bring up yet another third down for the Hornets. Maybe a gain of 1 on that. 5:23 to go here in this first quarter. They'll actually give him 2 yards. Third down and 5. You're not in field goal range by any means, so you have got to go for the sticks here as Taylor will line up. He's running back offset with him. Winfrey trips to the right. 5 up on the line, showing blitz now pulling back as A&M Consolidated. Taylor will pitch this one out to Winfrey, but that one was well read by the A&M Consolidated defense. He's going to back up big about 4 or 5 yards. And we'll see what head coach Rodney Southern decides to do here. You punted your first time on a 3-and-out, but you're moving into Tiger territory. So you got to wonder if he's going to be gutsy here and go for it, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Well, I tell you what, Coach Rodney Southern, I love it. He's an aggressive coach, a great coach. I love the call. 4th down, he is not shy to go for it. And I tell you what, this is a real big test here for these young Huntsville Hornets.
A 4th down and 7. Ball at the 39-yard line here of A&M Consolidated. Taylor is actually going to pooch punt it here. That is the call they made, so they did not go for it. It's going to take a Hornet bounce and roll to the 14-yard line. That is where Savion Conte will touch it down, and that is where the Hornet defense will battle the A&M Consolidated Tiger offense. We're going to keep things right here for a moment and thank one of our sponsors, or some of our sponsors.
Well, let's do that. And you know what? We couldn't do it without these wonderful sponsors, right?
That's right.
So here we go. We're going to go off some of them. Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business and promotional needs in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is the #1 priority in Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you live or work in Walker County, you are eligible for membership.
As we get ready for action to get back underway here. Will Hargett will line up here with his offense now backed up in his own area. 14-yard line, 86 yards to go for 6. 4:16 to go here in the Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter. Hargett will get the snap with one hand. Here comes the pressure here from Huntsville as he will throw this one deep across over the middle, and then wide open is a Tiger receiver. That's Trace Meadows. He's going to take it in for 6. Touchdown A&M Consolidated just like that, 86 yards.
Ouch. Well, you got to give them credit. First play, they run a deep post pattern from the left side of the field, closest to the Consolidated sidelines. Wide receiver beats the Hornet defensive back. Big play, A&M Consolidated.
Well, actually, we got a flag back here in the backfield. This one might be getting called back, Brian.
Oh, man, it sure might. Boy, that would be a huge, it is. What a break for the Huntsville Hornets.
It's an ineligible player downfield, and that is a massive break for Huntsville. Instead of 6, it is going to back up A&M Consolidated deep against their own end zone. Back them up 5 yards to the 9-yard line. That negates the touchdown. 4:05 to go here in the first quarter. A&M Consolidated on top, 7-0 here tonight in College Station. So we'll try again. Instead of a touchdown, it's 1st down and 15 for the Tigers. Hargett will get the snap in the shotgun. Here comes the pressure on a little screen pass, and this one is going to be caught by KSAM Thomas. He is going to get free into open area, and he's going to be just short of a 1st down. It'll be a 2nd down and 1. 14 yards on the catch and run by KSAM Thomas.
Nice little middle screen. Worked perfectly. It looks like they're about 2 yards shy of the 1st down. Nice play. Screen pass up the middle. A&M Consolidated.
And whistles fly here as the referees are going to converge here for a minute. There looks like they're talking about something here with the players, or maybe just trying to make sure that the spot is correct. They have it marked at the 23-yard line of A&M Consolidated. That would make it a 2nd down and 1. We got 3:44 to go here in the Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter. If you are just joining us, A&M Consolidated got a score earlier on in the ball game to go up 7-0 on a very short drive that they had to do it. Less than 30 yards to get in for 6. They got a longer way to go here as they'll officially give them the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And this is where the Tiger offense will continue to try and keep pushing. Hargett in the shotgun. He'll get the snap, hand this one off. This is Thomas running up the gut into a swarm of Hornets. Looks like to be only a gain of 2. Will bring up 2nd down and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Nice play there by Hezekiah Johnson. The junior looks like he made a heck of a play there on the defensive line to stuff that run.
Kadarian Easley in the backfield as well. 2nd down and 8, ball at the 26-yard line. Tigers going left to right across your radio dial. Hargett in the shotgun formation. Trips to the left. One back with him is Thomas. Taking his time here, 10 on the play clock. 2:58 to go in the first quarter, and another handoff here. Same play to Thomas. Sheds a couple defenders, and he is now loose into the secondary. 45 is where they're going to bring him down. Saving the touchdown for the Hornets was Jacob Ruffin, the safety. A massive run there. Looks to be about a gain of 21 there on the run by KSAM Thomas. Man, they have got to find a way to the Hornets to stop that run. And we talked about it in the pregame. The big play is something you got to avoid. And so far tonight, despite that one being negated, that was a huge one that negated the touchdown eventually. But you can't give up big running plays like that, as it'll bring up first down and 10. Still in Tiger territory. Hargett in the shotgun formation. Trips to the left, one wide out to the right. Here's the snap. Hargett looking to throw. Stepping up in the pocket, trying to find space. Ducks a couple defenders. He's now on the run, gets a good block, and he is swallowed up short of the first down into Hornet territory and past the 45 to the 43-yard line. Still a healthy run for Will Hargett.
Yeah, Will Hargett is doing a really good job. He's getting great protection up front with his big offensive line. And let me tell you, folks, they got some big O-linemen for an A&M Consolidated, buying Haggard plenty of time.
I mean, look at 56 right there on that right tackle spot. That guy is huge. Daniel Sill there as the protection off the right side, non-blind side for Hargett. Bring up second down and 2 here. Hargett gets the snap, looking to throw in the flat here on the screen, and a lot of room here for a first down. Making the catch and run is Ellis Myers, the junior wide receiver. That's good for a Tiger first down. They keep moving the chains. Minute 38 to go here in this first quarter of play this evening, but another set of downs on the way for A&M Consolidated.
Yeah, somehow the Hornet defense, somebody needs to step up and make a big play. They're kind of having a tough time. They're showing a lot of rust, it looks like to me. Again, you're talking about a young team, but they're doing a lot of arm tackling, and that's not going to bode very well.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
A personal foul is going to be called against Huntsville, because that's just going to move A&M Consolidated. And see, that's something we didn't talk about, just silly mistakes that might do you in as well, as that one right there is going to cost them. I didn't quite catch who the personal foul was against, but it's going to get set up A&M Consolidated in good place at the 22-yard line. Hargett in the shotgun gets the snap. Handoff. This is Thomas looking to run. Swallowed up by a couple Hornet defenders. Knocking him down there was the cornerback Isaiah Collins. Looks to be no gain on the play. Second down and 10 for A&M Consolidated at the Hornet 21-yard line. Clock's moving in about a minute 16 and counting on this Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter. 7-0 A&M Consolidated on top. Hargett gets the snap out of the shotgun, hands this one off. Again, it's Thomas looking to run. A lot of space, but swallowed up at the 15-yard line by a pair of Hornets. Finishing him off was number 22, Aiden Pearson for the Hornets. It'll bring up a critical third down. And about 4, clock inside a minute, Brian.
Yeah, Shiloh Jones, sophomore linebacker. He was on our coach's show the other night, in on the stop. First time we're calling his name tonight. Looking forward to big things from Shiloh. Boy, the defense for the Hornets needs to stiffen up right here.
36 seconds on the clock here in this first quarter before teams switch sides for the second quarter. Third down and 4. Ball at the 15-yard line. Motion man coming across to the left side now of Hargett. For A&M Consolidated, Hargett looking to throw. Prockett collapsing. Big man gets around him. He'll throw in the flat. Oh, what a catch behind his back there. Ellis Myers on a pass behind him by Hargett. He still managed to haul it in for a first down and goal at the 2-yard line. What a play.
Yeah, that was a nice play. The ball was thrown behind him. He was able to turn around and catch the ball, but a nice play there by the quarterback, Hargett, running across the field, throwing it back across his body.
And you had Jadarius Smith running him down with a big man coming at you like that. You got to worry. About 5 seconds on the clock here. It doesn't look like A&M Consolidated is going to get a play off, and that is going to run the clock to its expiration here on this Huntsville Hornet quarterback first quarter. Teams will switch sides, and we'll start the second quarter. A&M Consolidated is knocking on the door of another score. They lead it 7-0, as we'll be back here in a few moments for the second quarter of play here tonight in College Station, brought to you by Curve. Stay with us from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports. Stay with us, folks.
We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Pre-Owned in Conroe? We have the right car at the right price right now. More than 100 vehicles in stock and more arriving daily. We offer quality Carfax assured vehicles, each with Wiesner's 129-point vehicle inspection. Prefer certified? GMC and Hyundai vehicles are all in stock and priced to sell. That's pre-owned peace of mind. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Pre-Owned. Exit 87B Wilson Road in Conroe or WiesnerBuickGMC.com. Your next vehicle is here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here this evening in College Station. Teams have switched sides. We're going to start the second quarter of play, brought to you by Curves as we get ready here. A&M Consolidated leads this one 7-0 to start this second quarter, alongside the former Hornet quarterback and Bearcat quarterback Brian Adams. My name is Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening from College Station, Texas. If you are tuning in on the YouTube stream, folks, we would love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from here this evening, and we will get to your comments as this game progresses. I'm going to check it out right now, Brian. Wow, we've got 160 people tuning in from across the state of Texas tonight. Chad Webb tuning in saying Sting 'em Hornets, Hornet Nation, let's ride. Control FN tuning in, thank you so much. Roderick Richardson tuning in saying, let's go Hornets. And an old fan favorite of mine, username I Sell Tamales, tuning in as well. Remember him from the Hornet softball broadcast from earlier on last season. Thank you all for tuning in. Get your comments in down below on the YouTube stream, and we will get to them as this game goes on. Through one quarter of play, Brian, A&M Consolidated getting one score on a very short field to work with. And this drive, they have had to start. They started way back at their own 13-yard line and have gone a long way to get down inside the red zone at the 2-yard line. That is where they will set up shop here to start the second quarter of play. With 2 yards to go, Hargett will be in the backfield, and it'll be a pitch play outside of Cation Thomas. He just has one man to beat, and he did not beat that one man as they are taking a swarm of Hornets to get him down. That'll back him up to about the 3-yard line. Getting to him first there in the backfield was the linebacker Braylon Phelps, and looks like we have a Hornet that is slow to get up, but he is getting up under his own power. That is good to see. That is the linebacker Shiloh Jones, who was slow to get up.
It looks like Shiloh may have a little bit of a stinger.
Trainer's out to get him off the field as I think he's pleading with the trainer. It's like, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Let me in here.
Well, I mean, you know, talking with him at the coaches show at Chick-fil-A, I mean, you know, he's a great kid, and, you know, he loves the sport of football, and this is what he wants to do, and so he's just trying to do as much as he can to stay out there. But he will have to come off the field for a play, as he will come off for the time being. Bring up second down and goal here, 11:45 to go in the second quarter of play, brought to you by Curves. Here for A&M Consolidated. Hargett in the backfield, lining up in the shotgun. Thomas off to his right, and a 3-wide outset, 1 tight end as well. Hargett will roll to his right, trying to get along the edge. Splitting defenders, found a hole, but he is stopped big time there in the backfield. Guess who? Kadarian Easley making the big hit on him there. That's a Frank Oliveris Realtor hard hit by Kadarian Easley to force third down and goal.
Nice play there by Easley. Just manhandles Haggard as he's trying to go outside and cut it up into the end zone. Nice play there by the Hornet defense. Third down, critical down for the defense here for the Huntsville Hornets.
They were able to get third down and goal on the last touchdown drive for A&M Consolidated, looking to try and hold them here and just hold them to 3 points. Hargett lining up in the shotgun. 10:57 to go on the clock here in the second quarter. Hargett gets the snap, looking to throw. Throwing left side, wide open. Across in the flat is the big man down there. Guarding him was number 22, Aiden Pearson. Making that catch, I believe, for A&M Consolidated was Wesley Watson, and that is another touchdown for the Tigers.
Yeah, this is kind of a real quick game. When you're down that close to the end zone, your field of play shortens tremendously. 2-step drop, fire the ball, your receiver's waiting on it. I mean, that is such a hard play to defend. Hats off there to A&M Consolidated.
Back for the extra point is the kicker, Mo Fochetti. He will look to put this one through and put A&M Consolidated up 14-0. Hold down, kick up, splits the uprights, and good. It is 14-0. A&M Consolidated. Starting to look like a lot from last year, but there is still a lot of ball to be played, folks. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. The Hornets, they are in it. The offense is starting to feel it and click together on their first game here this evening, so stick with us, folks. We're going to step aside and take a break for 60 seconds. We will be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Karen Denman, Senior Loan Officer at Walker County Federal Credit Union. There are always things we'd all like to do right now if we just had a way to do them. Well, our low loan rates can help make your life easier. Maybe you'd like to take a vacation, buy that bike you've been eyeing, or even pay for a wedding or college. We will do our best to help you make it happen. Give us a call or come by our office on Normal Park Drive. You can even apply online at walkercountyfcu.com. Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Quickly back to action here, folks, in College Station. Kickoff has already taken place. The Hornets will have great field position to start their third drive of the ball game tonight, trying to put together a scoring drive here this evening for the first time. Give some love.
Yeah, this drive
here.
Yeah, this drive for the Hornets is super important. I mean, they're down by 14. You're just starting the second quarter. They need to put some points on the board to slow this momentum Consolidated has.
Taylor gets the snap, hands this one off, and swallowed up is going to be Jawan Giddens there in the backfield. Not a lot of room to go. The run has not been able to get going so far for the Hornets tonight. Actually, that was not Jawan Giddens. That was number 20, Kayron Lee, doing the running right there for the Hornets. Back there as well is DeMarcus Williams, it appears, for the Hornets. They'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line, 10:23 to go in this curved second quarter. Taylor with a double backfield gets the snap, hands this one off. Winfrey running right, splits holes, and had room but stopped and tried to get going. He's still on his feet, Jeremiah Winfrey.
Unbelievable.
And he gets free to just get it past the line of scrimmage. A great effort out of the junior running back, Jeremiah Winfrey, to keep that play going.
What a great third and fourth effort there by Winfrey to refuse to go down. That is Huntsville Hornet football right there. But these big O linemen for the Hornets, as we talked about earlier, they've got to open some holes for these running backs and buy the quarterback some time back there so he can find some of these wideouts, because they've got to move the football.
Third down and 8, ball at the 28-yard line. Hornets now going left to right across your radio dial. Taylor claps, gets the snap, looking to throw. Has protection in the pocket. Fires this over the middle, in and out of the hands of the wide open receiver. Milton Green had a receiver coming at him regardless in Trace Meadows running after him, and that is going to bring up fourth down for the Hornets. Hit his hands, but just out of his reach there on the throw from Austin Taylor. Will make it fourth down and 8, ball at the 28-yard line. 9:34 here to go in the second quarter. And we'll see if this is just going to be another pooch punt here for Austin Taylor. Looks to be the case, as he'll back up now behind his line. He'll get the snap and look to punt it away. There it is, right to the leather end over end, and making the catch over his head is Trace Meadows. And the Hornets will try to break down here to not allow a big return. And everyone's staying home here, as Meadows is not going to get too far on that return. I'd give him maybe about 5 yards right there. That'll put A&M Consolidated at the 45-yard line to start their next drive, leading this one 14-0, 9:19 to go second quarter. Brian, let's thank more of our sponsors.
Let's do that. We want to thank Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And My Dentist, Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Heart-filled floors, personalizing your events since 1957.
Very long time.
It's been a while.
Were you around for that?
I wasn't around for that.
Here we go, folks. 9:19 to go here in the second quarter. Ball at the 46-yard line here for A&M Consolidated. They're now going right to left across your radio dial. Will Hargett will line up in shotgun formation. Will the sophomore quarterback, one back with him, trips to the right, one wide receiver off to his left. Here's the snap, looking to throw is Hargett. In the shade, splitting defenders, and he is going to get put in the backfield, still on his feet, but now the Hornets will finish him off. That right there, folks, is your first Hartfield Flores quarterback sack of the night. A swarm of Hornets got in there. Kadarian Easley looks like he got a piece of it. I believe it may have been Jadarius Smith that got to him first. So that is a sack. Back him up 5. Second down. Actually, moving back 6. Second down and 16. Ball at the 40 now.
Yeah, big play there by the Hornet defense. You're right, Jadarius Smith, number 99, one of the Hornets in on the stop, pushed them back quite a bit. That's exactly what they need to do now. Get the ball back, try to punch something in before halftime.
8:36 and counting here in this second quarter of play, brought to you by Curves. Will Hargett will line up in the shotgun. One back with him is Darius Turner, the senior, and it looks to be a 3 wide-out set here for the Tigers. Handoff. This is Turner running straight ahead. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, gain of 6 on the play to bring up a critical 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers and the Hornets alike. the Hornets will try to force their first 3 and out of this ball game.
Well, so it's 3rd and 10. Obviously, look for the pass. One of the things the DB for the Hornets need to focus on is do not let one of those consolidated players get behind you.
3rd down and 10. Hargett will line up in the shotgun. It's running back offset, 4 wide out for A&M Consolidated, 4 up on the line. Here comes the blitz for Huntsville. Hargett going to look, throw deep ball down the field. This one in and out of the hands of his wide receiver for Hargett. That was Wesley Watson who had that one go in and out, and there it is, the first 3 and out forced by the Huntsville Hornet defense. That should give the Hornet offense some momentum as you now send the A&M Consolidated offense back to the sideline.
Yeah, good play there by the Huntsville Hornets. I mean, what a critical 3rd down play, and they stood up and they were able to defend well, and now they're going to get the ball back, and it looks like Tatum is going to line up somewhere around the 22, 23-yard line of the Huntsville Hornets.
Back in coverage on that last play was Aiden Pearson to help break up that play to force this 4th down. Back to punt here is A&M Consolidated. They will get this one away from their 35, nearly blocked in there. Tatum is back there. He's just going to let this one take a bounce, and it is going to take a Tiger bounce. And it'll be at about the 19-yard line. That is where the Hornet offense will set up shop. 7:36 to go here in this second quarter of play, brought to you by Curbs. And the Hornets, if the last drive was critical, this is even more critical because you have got to find a way to put points on the board on this drive if you want to be able to keep yourself in this game and not let it get out of hand.
Well, you know, that's one of the things we talked about, keys to victory. I mean, keep the offense on the field, and that's something Huntsville really has to do. They need to stay on this field as long as they can the rest of this first half, and they've got to punch the ball in the end zone.
And they had a whistle there, but now they'll get things set. 19 on the play clock. Taylor will get the snap, looking to throw on a screen. Caught Matthew Tatum on the right side. Makes a man miss. Gets across the 25, down to the 30, and it'll be a 9-yard run there for Matthew Tatum on the catch and run, I should say. Bring up 2nd down and 1, 9-yard pass from Taylor to Tatum.
Yeah, nice play there. Nice pass there by Taylor. Just throw it out in the flats to Tatum. Let him do the rest. Picks up 9 yards. Great play. First play there in this drive.
2nd down and 1, ball at the 30-yard line. Taylor in the shotgun. He'll clap once and get the snap. Handoff. This is Giddens running straight set. Now run to the left side. Actually, no, Taylor kept it. Probably should have went to Giddens that way because they will lose some yardage on that play. It'll bring up 3rd down and looks to be 4. And my goodness, a 3-yard loss. That's not what you wanted. But they'll try to bounce back here on this 3rd down at the 27.
Well, here's critical. It's 3rd and 4 yards to go for a first down. These wide receivers, they have to go past the sticks. Do not go short of these sticks.
It's an empty backfield. 5 wide out set for Austin Taylor. He'll get the snap in the shotgun. Pressure breaking down, and he is going to get sacked. Back at the 20-yard line, the pressure just caved in on him, finishing him off for A&M Consolidated. It was number 90, Jordan Lynch, and the Hornets now will go 3 and out.
Well, one of the things, you know, again, Austin Taylor is a sophomore quarterback. He is young, probably 16 years old. And one of the things he'll get better at as he gets more experience under his belt is you got to get rid of that football. You cannot afford to take a sack like that, and that'll come over time.
6:05 to go here in the second quarter. As you hear the band in the background, Taylor gets the punt off, spiraling through the air, and Meadows will take it here from his 50, and a lot of running room here for Trace Meadows. Still going. Meadows has only one man to beat, hurdles a guy, and he is down inside the 9-yard line. What a return by Trace Meadows for A&M Consolidated. We do have a flag, though, back at the 47-yard line.
Well, let's
I mean, that could be a plethora of things.
Yeah, it sure could.
Possibly a block in the back. We'll see what that is going to be the call from the head referee. It is A&M Consolidated ball, folks. It's against A&M Consolidated. It's going to be a holding.
Well, that is, let me tell you, folks, another huge break for the Hornets. Again, you know, A&M Consolidated is making big play after big play. Unfortunately, there was a flag going against them, so that's going to help the Hornets out tremendously.
So it's from the spot of the foul. They'll back it up 10 yards. So A&M Consolidated is going to have to start inside their own territory, albeit still good field position at their own 43-yard line. They just got 57 yards to go in for another 6 points. But, despite the fact that the Hornets are down right now, they have done a good job keeping A&M Consolidated at bay and making them do long drives to not allow the lead to get totally out of hand. It's 14-0, 5:50 to go here in this Curves second quarter. Hargett in the backfield, double backfield with him. And he's got a 3 wide out set as well. 5 up on the line for the Hornets. 4 up on the line for the Hornets. Hargett, he'll get the snap, looking to throw. Has time, fires this one up top over the middle, and it is caught wide open.
Again.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M Consolidated. Wesley Watson, 57 yards for 6.
Aiden Pearson, sophomore, again, another young player back there, got beat. You cannot let these wideouts from Consolidated get behind you, and they've been doing it all night so far in this first half.
Makes your score 20-0, A&M Consolidated, as Mo Fochetti will be back here to kick this one up into the uprights for A&M Consolidated, or at least try to. 5:41 to go here in this second quarter. Another big play given up by the Hornets secondary, as we have got a whistle here. Possibly a timeout for Consolidated. We'll take it with them. We'll pause 30 seconds here, and we'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 20-0 your score for the moment. A&M Consolidated is on top of Huntsville right now in this Curves second quarter. Mo Fochetti will be back to kick this extra point here with 5:41 to go in this second quarter of play as the sun begins to dip below the horizon, much to our love, but we would love to see some Hornets get into the end zone before this night is done, as the kick is up by Fochetti, and it is good. Makes your score 21-0, A&M Consolidated. Folks, we have got a great crowd on hand here this evening, let me tell you that much. Got the military marching band off to our right. They will be playing at halftime, but a great delegation here from Huntsville making the hour drive out Highway 30 West for this battle of Highway 30. If you are just joining us here this evening alongside the former Hornet quarterback Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and 101.7 KSAM. I want to thank the boys back in the station for helping us run the dials tonight. Colin Neal and Nicholas Pola, thank you all so much for what y'all do to make this broadcast possible. And to my cameraman, my guy, Luke Scott, doing the camera work tonight on our stream. If you are seeing the video and watching it that way, that's the man getting all the shots for you here this evening in College Station. Hornets down big right now, Brian, 21-0. It's not ideal, but the game, there's still a lot of ball to be played.
There is a lot of ball to be played. You know, like you said a while ago, there's 5 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first half. Hornets are about to get the football. If they can sustain a drive and move the chains and put some points on the board, obviously we're looking for touchdowns at this point. If they can get a touchdown in before halftime, shorten that lead to 2 touchdowns, I mean, the Hornets are right back in it.
Mo Fochetti will get the ball teed up here for A&M Consolidated and get ready to kick it back to the Huntsville Hornets. 5:41 to go here in this Curves second quarter this evening. Excuse me, folks. The Hornets will get the offense back out on the field. Kick is away by Fochetti. It is a high kick taken right there at the 24-yard line for the Hornets. That is running straight ahead and getting some good blocking and getting some great field position there for the Hornets. That's Jacob Ruffin, the safety, back there making that one, and here come the Hornet offense. They will start things off in decent field position at their own 38-yard line, 62 yards to try and get in for 6.
Yeah, this is good field position for the Hornets to start this drive out, and they really need to sustain a long drive. I mean, we just said it a little bit ago. It's so important. Move the chains, pick up first downs, and then punch the ball in, put points on the boards. They've got to play clean football offensively, and somebody's got to step up and make a big play.
Austin Taylor will line up here in the shotgun. One back with him, Jawan Giddens, and a timeout has been called here by A&M Consolidated. That is their second timeout. They will have one timeout remaining. We're going to keep things right here for a moment and check in with our folks on the YouTube stream this evening. Our guy back at the station, Nicholas Pola, tuning in on the YouTube stream. Thanks for tuning in, Nick. Merck Caduceus saying hi, Carlos and Brian, and all the good folks here watching from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, terrific. Thank you.
He's preparing a peach cobbler as I'm watching and enjoying the game. That sounds amazing right now.
Yeah, it does.
It wasn't going to be so late when we got out of here. I might say we go get some, but, you know, we're having a good time out here tonight in College Station. A big thank you to the folks here at A&M Consolidated for all the work they did to help us get underway here tonight. We are set up here on the visitor side, right in the packet of the Hornet faithful. Some great familiar faces I see around here this evening, and we are going to get ready to get back to play. 5:34 to go here in the second quarter. The Hornets have the ball moving left to right, and Austin Taylor will line up in the shotgun. Juwan Giddens back with him, and a trips to the right, one out to the left. Here's the snap. Taylor rolling to his right, one pursuing him. He'll throw this one, caught in the flat, and forward progress there around the 43-yard line should be in order for the backup wide receiver, number 21, Tajon Lewis. They'll mark him officially just past the 40 at the 42-yard line, bring up second down and 6.
You know, I like that play call. The reason I like that, Carlos, is you got a young quarterback. You get him out on the run, okay, and not just dropping back trying to go through his progressions. That way, if the offensive line can't hold their defensive counterparts at bay, at least he's on the run and can run or pass. That way he was able to pass, complete it. It was a nice play.
Taylor claps, gets the snap, looking to throw once again, staying in the pocket, gets good protections from his receivers. He's got to get rid of the ball, rifles that one in there. There is a flag thrown on the play. It is caught, however, by Melton Green. Just past the 50, there is a flag in the flat that was thrown. So we'll see who this is going to be against. An odd position, so it may not be a hold.
Yeah, because it's on the flag is sitting almost on the sidelines, which would, you know, you wouldn't think that would be a holding call way over there. But they're discussing it, and I guess we'll know shortly.
And it looks like they're pointing in the direction of Huntsville. Ineligible player downfield looks to be the call, so that is going to negate the first down for Huntsville. That's, again, a mistake you cannot make. And that is going to back up the Hornets. It'll keep it second down, but it's instead going to be second down and 11 on a 5-yard penalty.
Crucial penalty going against the Hornets. I mean, they pick up a first down. They get 2 pass plays completed back-to-back. And then you have an ineligible man downfield, pushes them back. I know it's a young team, but man alive, you've got to eliminate these mistakes.
Second down and 11, ball at the 37-yard line. 4:49 to go here in the second quarter. Taylor looking to throw in the flat. He's got his man. That's Melton Green with a lot of green in front of him. Pyle still pushing forward here near a Hornet first down.
Look at him go.
Look at him go. He was still going until they blew the whistle, and that is good for a Moke and Moke Attorneys at Law first down for Huntsville. What a run after the catch by Melton Green III.
What a great play by Green III to keep the second and third efforts going. It picks up a first down for the Hornets, makes up for the penalty a while ago. Nice play.
First down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line of Huntsville. Here's the snap. Taylor gets the snap, looking to roll to his right. Has good protection, starting to break down. Now he's running back the other direction. He's got to get rid of it here, and he will throw it way downfield. He got it away. Hopefully there was a receiver in the area, and that will not be intentional grounding. It was close. But
I didn't see anybody in
I didn't see anybody there, but hey, there's no flag.
That's right.
So we're good, but a good job by Taylor right there. You talked about it earlier, being able to get rid of the football. You have some downs to work with, and I think the Hornets caught a break there on this. Now will be a second down and 10 from the 48-yard line. Hornets knocking on the door of Tiger territory. Taylor's going to line up here alone in the backfield, a 5-wide-out set for Huntsville. Taylor claps, gets the snap, looking to throw. Has good protection, staying in the pocket, fires this one deep. This is caught. Xavier Conte at the 25-yard line, making defenders miss. Xavier Conte, 10-5, touchdown, Huntsville, and they're back in it.
What a play. What a pass by Austin Taylor, standing tall in the pocket, fires one across the middle. Great run after the catch. The Hornets are on the board.
52-yard strike. Austin Taylor to Savion Conte, and the run after the catch by Conte, making the good play there. That is an MRC Creekside touchdown for the Hornets to get in for 6. And now coming up is your your Nelson Amaya Collision Center extra point from Claudio Alvarenga. Now this is their first kick live that they have attempted this season. The snap is down, the hold kind of there. Alvarenga's kick is good. 21-7, and the Hornets are on the board. 4:01 to go here in the second, and we'll have more coming up here in a few moments. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Dreaming of a new 2023 Ford F-150? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville and we'll make that dream come true. Whether it's strictly for work or something with a little more style, you'll never miss out on a good deal here at Bill Fick Ford. Right now, Ford is taking special orders on all new 2023 Ford F-150s. So give us a shout and we'll help you build the truck of your dreams. And you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Curve second quarter, 21-7. The Hornets are on the board, 4:01 to go here in this second. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Claudio Alvarenga has got the ball teed up here for the first Climatech Secure Storage kickoff, and the kick is away by Alvarenga. A booming kick downfield and taken here by the Tigers just past their own 10-yard line. Got some green in front of him by the big ankle tackle back at the 25-yard line. Yes, sir. Kayron Lee and Matthew Tatum making the big stop there, and that will be A&M Consolidated starting from deep inside their own territory.
Nice kickoff coverage there by the Hornets. Jacob Ruffin also in on that stop. Great play. Boy, I can tell you what, you can see the excitement on the Hornets sidelines. And as you said earlier, Carlos, man, what a huge crowd over here from Huntsville watching their Hornets. Man alive, this game is exciting.
3:56 to go here in this Curve second quarter. The sun is almost completely below the horizon, and folks, it is officially Friday Night Lights football here tonight in College Station as Hargett will be back here in the shotgun formation to start this drive for A&M Consolidated. Play action fake, pressure breaking down, blocked down. Who got it? Shiloh Jones.
Shiloh Jones with his hands up, knocking the ball down. Great defensive play by the young linebacker, Shiloh Jones.
That is an incomplete pass officially for Hargett. That'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line here for A&M Consolidated. 3:51 to go here in the second, and you can feel it at our feet, Brian. The Hornet faithful starting to get rowdy here tonight in College Station as Hargett will line up in the shotgun formation. 4 up on the line for the Hornet defense, 7 in the box as here's the snap. Handoff here, Kayshawn Thomas sees a hole and gets big time free. Look at Kayshawn Thomas go. He has got one man to beat, and he is all the way in for the end zone. Touchdown, A&M Consolidated, just like that.
Yep, just like that. One play. All the way to the house.
74 yards on the run, and that quiets the Hornet faithful on a 74-yard run by Kayshawn Thomas. And, you know, you saw it last year as we do have a Hornet down back here. I'm not totally sure who that is. And while they tend to him, folks, we're going to pause here for a few moments. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30. Actually, no, we'll keep it here as they got him up quickly. That was Shiloh Jones that was down, but it looks like he got up rather quickly, which is a good sight to see.
Yeah, kind of a simple handoff straight up the middle by A&M Consolidated. Bunch of arm tackling by the Hornet defense. Ran right through him all the way to the house for 74 yards. Consolidated about to add an extra point.
Mo Fochetti back to kick this one up here for A&M Consolidated. They lead it 27-7, 3:38 to go here in the second quarter. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Fochetti is also good. 28-7 is A&M Consolidated. They get their 3-touchdown lead back after the Hornets were able to get in for 6 on their previous drive. Man, oh man, that is a momentum killer right there. But if you're the Hornets and the advantage here, there's always a bright side to everything. The advantage is here, it only took 23 seconds off the clock.
Well, I mean, that is, if you're looking for silver lining, I guess that would be it. You know, again, there's plenty of time left on this clock in the first half. And I think, again, it's just vital that the Hornets march the ball down the field and punch it in the end zone, you know, to stay within 2 touchdowns. If they can do that, then the the second half of the ball game would be brand new ball game. Forget everything that happened in the first half. Regroup. Go to your coaches. Find out what you did wrong, what you got to do to correct it, and come back in the second half and play some ball.
Fochetti will tee the ball up here. 3:38 to go in this Curve's second quarter of play. The Hornets return team will get ready to get back there and try to catch some momentum for that Hornet offense as they'll return to the field here in just a few moments under the direction of their sophomore quarterback, Austin Taylor. Fochetti has the ball teed up. We'll get back to action here in this second quarter of play. A&M Consolidated, if you're just joining us, leads it 28-7 over your Hornets. Hand up for Fochetti. Kick is away. Another high pooch kick is going to end up out of bounds here for Consolidated, so that's going to be a plus there for the Hornets. They catch another break as Fochetti's kick did not go the way he wanted it to go.
Yeah, big break there for the Hornets. They're going to get the ball, and it looks like they're going to, what are they lining up, to re-kick?
It would appear that would be the case.
They're pushing him back 5 yards, re-kick. Got it.
Yep, they will re-kick it here, Will Fochetti, so he'll get another opportunity, but he'll have to back up 5 yards. And while they set that up, Brian, let's thank some more of our sponsors while they set that up.
Well, we want to thank Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971, and Nelson Amias Collision Center. Honest work, quality service. And my good friend Carrie Murray, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust.
Fochetti will tee it up here now from his own 35-yard line. Again, if you're just joining us, 3:38 to go here in this second quarter to play. The Tigers of A&M Consolidated lead the Huntsville Hornets 28-7. Lots of time here in this curved second quarter for the Hornets to try and bounce back and make it once again a 2-score game before the teams head into the locker room for halftime. Fochetti's kick this time stays inbounds, or is it going to take another bounce? Actually, they'll stay in the field of play, and the Hornets' Kayron Lee will take a big return to the 35-yard line, stretching forward with his speed and allowing that to push him forward, and the Hornet offense will return to the field with 3:33 to go in the second.
You know, the Hornets had a great drive last time, capped off with that touchdown. If they can do that, if they can keep the quarterback on the run, Austin Taylor rolling out or a little play action, buying a little extra time, freezing those linebackers. I mean, they've had some success. I hope to see that again on this particular drive.
Well, he's got an empty backfield here to start things off at his own 37-yard line in this second quarter. Taylor will clap and get the snap, looking to throw. He'll fire this one over the middle, wide open, making the catch is Jawan Giddens across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. That's a Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. First down for Huntsville on a big strike from Taylor to Giddens.
Yeah, nice route there by Giddens. And you're talking about he's a running back, and he is a big kid. Cuts it across the middle, 5 to 7 yards, hits him in stride. Great run after the catch. First down for the Hornets.
Into Tiger territory at the 45-yard line, going left to right across your radio dial. Empty backfield. Taylor will get the snap, looking to throw. Line pushing back. Taylor rolling to his right. Men in pursuit. He's going to have to take it off and run. He's got some legs there. Does the young sophomore Austin Taylor across the 40 out at the 39-yard line, turning what could have been a loss into a 6-yard gain, bringing up second down and 4.
Yeah, great play by Taylor. Okay, so the defensive line got penetration. He had to roll out. Instead of panicking and throwing the ball downfield for an up for grabs, kept it, rolls out to the side, picks up 6 yards. Good play by the young quarterback.
Second down and 4, empty backfield here for Taylor. 5 wide out, spread out for the Hornets. Taylor gets the snap, wanting to throw. Fires this one over the flat. This is caught in the flat across the 30 and in for another Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law first down. Peyton Pryor, his first catch of the new season, and it's good to move the sticks.
Another young wideout, sophomore Peyton Pryor. Nice route across the middle. Taylor hits him in stride. Another first down by the Hornets.
Quickly here up to the line. Taylor get the snap from his own 28-yard line, looking to roll to his right on the ground. Spins around a couple of defenders. Austin Taylor down towards that 20-yard line. A good run by the young sophomore, a gutsy one at that. That'll be a good for a gain of 7. That will bring up second down and 3.
You know what? Austin Taylor, being a young sophomore, is showing a lot of poise back there. I'm glad to see that.
And a timeout is going to be called here, the final one for A&M Consolidated. And while they take that timeout, we're going to pause for 30 seconds, catch our breath. Hornets are threatening as they are knocking on the door of that Murray Insurance and Financial Services Red Zone. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 San Houston Avenue next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Back to play, 2:22 to go here in this second quarter of play, brought to you by Curves. Austin Taylor will line up in the shotgun here, one back with him, trips to the right, one spread out to the left. Taylor will clap, get the snap, one in to throw. He's got good protection. Taylor now forced to roll to his right, and he will throw it away. No, in and out of the hands of his receiver. And clapping his hands there was the senior Matthew Tatum, saying, my bad, should have had that one. But a tough throw to make either way for the sophomore. Will bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Huntsville Hornets as they're knocking on the door of that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
Yeah, nice play there by Austin Taylor. He rolled out to his right, and it looks like Tatum had his hands on it. Should have brought it in, but again, nice play by the young quarterback.
Taylor gets the snap, one in the throw toward the end zone, and just out of the reach of Jeremiah Winfrey. Oh, he had everybody beat, and that would have been good for 6. And now what do you do here? If you're head coach Rodney Southern, it's good enough for a field goal, but your kicking unit's still trying to learn, so I think you're going for it here on this 4th down with 2:11 to go here in this curved second quarter. This is going to be a gutsy call here for the Hornets. They're going to line up trips to the right on the wideouts. One back with Taylor is Giddens, one spread out to the left, and the Hornets will burn their first time out here in this first half of play. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Still here in the timeout. If you're just joining us, 2:11 to go here in this second quarter of play. A critical 4th down and 3 coming up here for the Hornets. Down 28-7 against A&M Consolidated. It is a critical 9 feet that the Hornets have to go to continue this drive, a drive that started way back in their own territory around the 35-yard line. So they have got to try and find a way to get across 3 yards. And here comes the offense. Taylor leading them. Savion Conte will line up out far to his left of Taylor, and a trips formation to the right with Tatum and company. And Giddens in the backfield with Taylor. 4th down and 3. Here we go. Taylor claps, gets the snap, looking to throw. Throws in the flat is Jawan Giddens. Let the man make the work. Can he get there? Stretching for that first down. God, come on. Come on, line judge. Give it to him. Is it enough for a Hornets first down? Still no motion from the referee. Oh, my goodness. It is close.
That is close.
Man, Giddens was very close. The offense still out there on the field for the Hornets. It's good for a Mocha. Attorneys at law. First down.
Biggest play of Austin Taylor's young quarterback career for the Hornets. Converts on 4th and 6. Nice catch, nice run after the pass. Jawan Giddens.
Taylor will clap here on a 1st down and 10, looking to throw. Throws again in the flat to Jawan Giddens out of the backfield. Giddens splitting defenders across the 15, still on his feet and in bounds. We'll see where they officially mark him. Looks to mark him out at about the 13-yard line. Is on a little catch and run there by Jawan Giddens. Will bring up a 2nd down and about 7 with a minute 45 to go on that clock here in this second quarter. Actually, they gave him 5 on that one. 2nd down and 5 is Taylor now alone in the backfield in the Murray Insurance Financial Services red zone. Taylor kept it himself and got swallowed up quickly by a plethora of Tiger defenders, finishing him off there. Big number 98, Kais Q.
Yeah, but it looks like it was a quarterback draw. Set up in the shotgun, takes the snap, runs it right up the middle, except for the fact A&M Consolidated's defensive line got pressure. Good play there by A&M Consolidated.
Q making the stop. 3rd down and 7, a minute 9 to go here in the second. Taylor in the shotgun with Giddens back with him. Trips to the right and a wide out to his left. Taylor looking right, looking to throw. Throws, it is caught. And it might be enough for another Mocha. Attorneys at law. First down to DeMarcus Williams. No, it is 4th down here for the Hornets. They are just short. It'll be at a 4th down and 1 with 45 seconds to go here in the second. The Hornets do have 2 timeouts if they need to try and talk it over here before this quarter comes to an end. You have got to find a way to convert here. Whoa, look at this formation here. It's going to be a design run here with Giddens. Oh, I don't know if he got there, Brian. I don't know. They're going to mark him short. It's a turnover on downs for the Hornets on a design run play there for Jawan Giddens, and that is just a gut punch before you go into the locker room, as it's a turnover on downs for the Hornets with 29 seconds to go here in this curved second quarter of play. The good thing for them, there's always a silver lining. They got A&M Consolidated back up deep, so I wonder if A&M Consolidated will just try and maybe take a knee here and let's go to the locker room.
Well, that is unfortunate. I mean, just a straight handoff up the middle. Defense got penetration, stuffed the running back short, and ball goes over on downs to A&M Consolidated. Man, that is unfortunate.
29 seconds on the clock here in this curved second quarter. Stay tuned, folks. The Northside Baptist Church halftime show is coming your way shortly. Me and Brian will have first half analysis for you and plenty more on the halftime show presented by Northside Baptist Church. Looks like they won't go for the knee here. Will Hargett will be in the backfield here with a design run here for Kayshawn Thomas. Thomas trying to get around defenders. He is swarmed up by a plethora of Hornets, I believe, with A&M Consolidated out of timeouts. That is going to carry us to the locker room here tonight in College Station. 12 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter, and yep, they're just going to wind the clock down, and that will be your score here at the break in CSTAT. A&M Consolidated 28, Huntsville 7, as that will expire the clock on this curved second quarter. Time for the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Stay with us here in a few moments. We'll have it for you back here tonight in Tiger Stadium in College Station. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Hello, this is Carol Sullivan with Community Service Credit Union. You know how much I love rodeo and helping rodeo contestants and their families. If you're thinking about that truck or trailer of your dreams, keep CSCU in mind. We'll work with you to get a payment you can afford from a financial institution you can trust. Visit cscutx.com and apply online today. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. CSCU. Federally insured by NCUA. Membership required. Certain restrictions apply.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy Hair Extension Salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
None of us like to think about the death of a loved one, but unfortunately, it happens. To everyone, when that time comes, you need a friend by your side to help you without pressure or judgment. I'm Billy Coffin with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and our team is here to assist you in creating a celebration of life for your loved one. We will guide and assist you during the most difficult of times when the need arises. We are here and ready to help. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, your hometown experts in celebrating life.
This is the Northside Baptist Church Hornets High School halftime report. Here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Carlos Zimmerman alongside Brian Adams. 28-7 is your score so far tonight here in College Station. But folks, Before we get into our halftime report, I'll let you listen to the Huntsville Military Marching Band here tonight in College Station. So enjoy the sounds of the band.
With their routine to Drag Me Down.
Gotta keep y'all hydrated.
That was your Huntsville Military Marching Band here, part of the festivities here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside my main man, Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us. Brian, real quick here before we step aside and take a break, let's break down that first half. A couple of plays that got out of hand really early that allowed A&M Consolidated to build a lead. And then when it was a 21-0, you were able to put together a good drive for the Hornets, making it 21-7, but then another big play given up on the backside of that. And then right there at the end of the half, knocking on the door of the end zone, and you couldn't cash in for 6 going into the locker room, so it's not quite what you were looking for if you are the Huntsville Hornets. There's still a lot of football to be played, only down by 21, but you've got to come out firing out of the locker room, and it's going to be your defense out there first because Huntsville started the game with the ball.
Yeah, Hornets, they won the toss, elected to receive, which is what I always like. Get the ball first, try to put the pressure on the other team. It didn't work out for the Hornets that way. They took the ball way back on their end zone, had a short punt, gave A&M Consolidated short field. They got on the board with 7 points right off the bat. So they're already digging themselves a hole. You talk about the big plays. A&M Consolidated's had several, and each of those big plays have resulted in the points that you see now. I mean, I'm talking 28 points in the first half. The Hornets had a couple of big plays. They had some big passing plays, and it's impressive to watch such a young quarterback show the kind of poise in the pocket that he's showing. In those wideouts, making some good catches. There was one miscatch or drop pass towards the end of the first half. But overall, the Hornet offense has really done a good job. The one thing that hurt them, obviously we just talked about it, is not converting on 4th and 1. What a just backbreaker when there's just 40-something seconds left in the first half. You got to pick up that first down. You got to punch it in when you're only 6 or 7 yards away from the end zone. Defensively, for the Hornets, they've got to tackle. That has been their biggest problem. They're arm tackling, and at this level of football, you cannot arm tackle because these big running backs will run right through it, which is what we've been witnessing this whole first half. The other thing, the secondary, and I'm not trying to pick on the Hornets. This is a very young team, very young. I've never seen so many sophomores starting actually for a varsity ball club as I'm seeing tonight, but that's the cards that we have is the Huntsville Hornets. One of the other things, those young defensive backs, they've got to not let those wideouts get behind them. They've done it all night, and they've paid the price. Somehow they've got to do a better job on defense, tackling and playing in the secondary. And offensively, you got to push the ball past the first down marker.
Sticks. You got to get it. You got to get it past the stick. That's really going to be a big key here coming up in this second half, and we'll talk more about that on your halftime adjustments coming up later on in this halftime report. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in this evening. Our first game of the season here in College Station. A&M Consolidated leading 28-7. If you're tuning in on the FM airwaves or on our YouTube stream online on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports, we thank you so much for joining us here this evening. We're going to pause for a moment. Coming up in a few moments on this Northside Baptist Church halftime report, we will throw it over to HISD's Shannon Duncan for a halftime edition of Hornets Nest, so stay tuned for that. We'll be back in a few moments more on the Northside Baptist Church halftime show in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Stay with us.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Back here in College Station, folks, apologize. We had technical difficulties back at the station. We're going to keep things here in College Station as we continue along here. The Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band still giving on a good show here this evening in College Station. As we look ahead towards the second half, we'll have your halftime adjustments coming up very, very shortly, folks, as the band continues to put on a show here tonight. Folks, as we continue to chug along here on this halftime show, again, want to thank some of our wonderful, great people that made this broadcast possible, and we will now throw it over to my man, Brian Adams, to thank some more of our sponsors.
We want to thank Climatech Securage Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure, and MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community, and Mirsky's Cafe, home of the Hootie Burger. Frank Oliveras, Pinnacle Realty, Bring It Home Hornets, and University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have.
Brian, before we get to your halftime adjustments here in just a few moments, I just want to ask you, as a former quarterback, this is a different looking offense from previous years, as we've talked about so far tonight. A.J. Wilson, longtime quarterback for the Hornets the last couple of years, no longer here. For him, Matthew Southern and Jace Elliott, amongst others. Austin Taylor, this is his first live action. I mean, you had a scrimmage against Lufkin last week. This is Austin Taylor, though, a sophomore, no live action before. You could talk about the first time you stepped out there for your live action and tell me what's going through the mind of that young man right now.
Well, you know, for me, it was a little bit different. I was on the varsity my sophomore year just like he is. I only got to play 2 quarters my sophomore season. And I promise you I was nervous when I was out there. He looks completely different. As I was saying right before halftime, I mean, he is showing a lot of poise in the pocket. And that is as rare for a young guy to be able to do. And so far, Austin Taylor's been able to do that. I think he's gotten a lot better moving around in the pocket and not dropping straight back. I don't think he's getting enough time to get back there and go through his progressions. So he's had a lot more success out on the roll. But I tell you what, again, that's the cards the Hornets have been dealt. He's a sophomore. There are so many sophomores out there. But from my point of view, what I am seeing is he is doing a great job as such a youngster in his very first start as a varsity quarterback.
What else can he do out there on the field to just be able to adjust to his teammates who are also trying to adjust? What are some things he can do to try and continue to chug this offense along? Because it was a little stagnant at first, let's just say for what it is. But as the rest of the half progressed, he just kept this offense chugging, and his receivers were responding. The running game hasn't quite been right where the Hornets need it to be, like we were hoping it would, but the passing game is open. So what does he have to do to try and keep this offense moving and not let it fall stagnant?
Well, Austin Taylor is the leader of the team, okay? That's what the quarterback really position is. Irregardless of the age of your quarterback, you're still the leader, and you're out there. It is your job to make the plays, to pick up your teammates, get on them if you have to. Sometimes that's necessary. And then the other times, pat him on the back. Hey, great job. But he is the leader, okay? And he has got to convince those guys that, hey, we can beat anybody, anytime. Let's go out and let's play like that. And if they had that mentality again, towards the end of the first half, they really the offense turned around. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look very good, all right? Second quarter, they looked a lot better, had some big plays, and it's just settled down. Okay, we're in this together. We've practiced all summer long. Let's go out, play smash mouth Hornet football, and then at the end of the game, hey, we'll be on top.
As the A&M Consolidated Band has now taken out there onto the field, the Hornets Military Marching Band and Company, they have already gone out there and done their performance. We're about 14 and a half minutes left here on this Northside Baptist Church halftime show. The teams are still in the locker room as we'll continue to just take a look back at that first half. Like we said, I don't try to beat a dead horse anytime on a broadcast. The Hornets, they start to pick it up, but just letting the big plays happen, that has been critical for A&M Consolidated's success tonight. Brian, let me ask you this. What do you expect Consolidated to try and come out with leading by 21? Obviously, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself and say, hey, we got this in the bag. There's still 24 minutes of football to be played. What do you think is going on in the opposing locker room at this moment?
Well, I think in the opposing locker room, I think they're going to stay with what they've been doing. I mean, why change something that's been working? And so far, their game plan in the first half has been run the ball, set up the pass, and that's what they've been doing very well. I expect to see the same thing. Now, as far as the Hornets is concerned, they need to, again, some of those things we talked about, the DBs, those young DBs cannot afford to let the wideouts get behind them. Anytime that happens, man, that spells disaster, and that's what we've seen so far tonight. So that's what I kind of expect out of A&M Consolidated. Stay with the same game plan that got them here so far in this ballgame.
Absolutely. We'll step aside and take a quick break. When we come back, we will have officially Brian Adams' halftime adjustments here tonight, brought to you by Dr. Toole, foot and ankle specialists of Huntsville. So stick around as the A&M Consolidated Band continues to please the crowd across from us. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Happy Friday Night Lights, Hornet fans. Thanks for tuning in and listening to the broadcast of tonight's game here on KSAM. Here's what's buzzing in HISD. We've had a great start to the 2022-2023 school year. Huntsville ISD truly is the best place for all children to be. There is something for everyone to be involved in and to experience success. We continue to welcome new student registrations daily. Please contact the child's assigned or zoned campus for all the enrollment criteria and required documentation needed to complete the registration process. Parents, if you've decided it's now time for your student to ride the school bus, be sure they are registered to ride first. Please contact the student's campus to sign them up for transportation services. And then please wait to receive confirmation and the bus route details from the HISD Transportation Department. This year, there's been an important change to our school meals with regard to free or reduced price school meals. Parents who have not yet applied for free or reduced price meals should submit a new application as soon as possible for this current school year. Breakfast and dinner will continue to be offered free to students regardless of eligibility, but school lunch will not be free after September 22nd. Beginning September the 23rd, students who are not approved as eligible for free or reduced pricing will be charged full price. Parents should check their school emails for all the details. And for questions about school meals, call our Child Nutrition Services Department at 936-435-6920. Does your student still need required immunizations for school? HISD now has a mobile immunization clinic that will travel to each campus and provide shots to students who are in need. The first immunization clinic is scheduled for next Friday, September the 2nd. The deadline to sign up for that clinic is Tuesday, August the 30th. All insurances are accepted and verified. If you do not have insurance, each vaccine will be $10. You can find more information on HISD's social media posts and in your parents' school email. Open houses have been set and the schedule can be found on the website under the Meet and Greet page. Check it out and make plans to attend your child's campus open house. The Hornet Return to School plan has undergone some recent changes that parents should be aware of. Please continue to follow the safety protocols and perform daily health check screenings before entering any HISD campus, building, or school bus. All positive cases should still be immediately reported to your child's school nurse. Together, we can continue to help keep our students and staff safe. Remember, for all things back to school, visit the HISD website and look for the Back to School headquarters page. Next Friday, the Hornets will have a home game hosting Bryan at Sam Houston State University's Bauer Stadium with a 7:30 p.m. kickoff time. It'll be senior night, so parents of seniors, be sure to check your school emails for all of the activities planned for Senior Week and during pregame activities before Friday's game for all senior football players, trainers, cheerleaders, band members, and GGs. Get your tickets online via the HornetNation.org website. Click that ticket tab at the top of the page. Season tickets are also still available for purchase through next week, so grab yours before they're all gone. And we remind parents of the rules and expectations for our home football games. To enter the game, all children in the 6th grade or younger must have a parent or guardian with them to enter the stadium, and they must remain with the parent or guardian throughout the game. Loitering, running around and horseplaying in the stands, aisles, or on the concourse near the restrooms and concession stands, or hanging out on the railing will not be tolerated. Campus administrators will be on duty at the game, so please be sure your children are supervised and behaving so that all the fans in attendance can enjoy watching the game. Parents, please note our upcoming district-wide holiday. All Huntsville ISD campuses and facilities will be closed on Monday, September the 5th, in observance of the Labor Day holiday. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions, everyone, every day. We hope you enjoy listening to the rest of tonight's game here on KSAM. Good luck, Hornets. Let's sting 'em.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? This summer, I kept some of my lawn green with lots of water. My sprinkler system has its limits. On the fringe of the watering zone, there was a mixture of healthy levels of grass. Some closer to the water source were green and thriving. The grass in the middle had a greenish-brownish color to it. It looked good, but it was beginning to show signs of despair. Then there was the grass the greatest distance from the water source. It was still recognizable as grass, yet it had very few signs of life. Our relationship with God is like the grass in my yard. The closer you are to the source of life, the greener things will be. Has the water hit you lately? I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out at northside-baptist.org. Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, live tonight from College Station, Texas. A gorgeous sunset off to our right as we are getting ready for the second half of play, about 6.5 minutes, as you see there on, if you're watching the video stream here on this Northside Baptist Church halftime show. I will now turn it over to Brian Adams for our halftime adjustments, brought to you by Dr. Toole at Foot and Ankle Specialists in Huntsville. Brian, take it away.
Well, and we've kind of talked a little bit about some of the adjustments that the Hornets need to make, and that's certainly what I'm sure they're doing there at halftime. You know, each coach or each player is with their individual coach, and they're going over the first half. Defensively, they got to tackle better. I mean, that's something we've talked about already. Again, it's a very young team, but that arm tackling is just not going to cut it. They're going to have to put some bodies in there, some shoulders into them, and wrap up. I mean, that is so important. Anybody out there listening knows football, that's what you have to do, and that's something that the Hornets didn't do a very good job of in the first half. Secondary for the Hornets, they're a young bunch as well. Can't let those receivers get behind them. I mean, we've talked about that for the most part of the first half. Anytime that happens, and you get that big play over the top, and, man, that can just kill momentum and those kind of things. Offensively, got to play a little bit better ball as far as penalties are concerned. Play smarter, you know. Penalties are a momentum killer. Everybody knows that. That is something that's plagued the offense here in the first half. They have to clean that up. Now, again, you've got a young quarterback in Austin Taylor, a sophomore, leading his team, and that is a tall task for a young man to be able to do. So far, he's doing pretty well. He had a lot of success rolling out towards the end of the first half. When the game started, they had him dropping back. He wasn't quite getting the protection he needed, so he started rolling out, started finding some wideouts, coming across the middle, out in the flats, hitting them on target. You can see that he's got a good arm. Those are kind of the adjustments that they're going to have to make if they're going to stay competitive in this ballgame. If they do not, and Consolidated keeps those big plays going, it's just going to continue to be ugly.
That is your halftime adjustments, brought to you by Dr. Tool at Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville. 4.5 minutes, and we will be back to action here tonight in College Station. The Hornets aren't out of it yet, folks. 28-7 is your score. A&M Consolidated 28, Huntsville 7. That'll wrap up the Northside Baptist Church halftime report, and when we come back, we will have the third quarter of play brought to you by our friends at Whataburger. Stick around, folks. 24 minutes of great high school football is coming up shortly, as that will wrap up the halftime show, and we'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports and Walker County Federal Credit Union.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Hornets Halftime Report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Courage, integrity, perseverance, commitment, not just a job. This is a career with a purpose. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice is hiring correctional officers now. Full and part-time positions available, no experience required, paid training, great health care and retirement, and opportunities for base pay increases with continued service in the first year. Apply now at tdcj.texas.gov/co. That's tdcj.texas.gov/co. Serve Texas with purpose.
Dreaming of a new 2023 Ford F-150? Then head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville and we'll make that dream come true. Whether it's strictly for work or something with a little more style, you'll never miss out on a good deal here at Bill Fick Ford. Right now, Ford is taking special orders on all new 2023 Ford F-150s. So give us a shout and we'll help you build the truck of your dreams, and you'll still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today or check us out online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
For the most fun in Huntsville, come to the newest place in town, Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games. It's fun for all ages with the latest in arcade games like Connect 4 basketball, air hockey, whack and win, and many others. Get the best tasting brick oven pizza in town made fast, just how you like it, for one price. Tomfoolery's Pizza and Games is Huntsville's only place like it, located at 2801 Sam Houston Avenue, next to TCS Flooring and Design. Open till 9 every day until 10 on Friday and Saturday. Come eat, play, and party with us today.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westhill Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the Whataburger third quarter of play here tonight in College Station. A&M Consolidated leads the Hornets 28-7. The Hornets are getting ready for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff here in a few moments as A&M Consolidated now returns to the field. The Hornets trying to avoid a second straight loss to the Tigers after trading wins and losses over the last few years, dating back to 2015. As we welcome you back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside the former Hornet quarterback Brian Adams. I am Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. 20 seconds left on that clock, and the teams will return to the field for 2 more quarters of action. Brian, the Hornets will need a big defensive stop right out of the locker room to try and keep things at bay against A&M Consolidated.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to start out the second half. A big play from your defense, because they're going to see the field first, and if they can get a big play, get the ball back into the Hornet offense's hands, good things can happen. So, but again, it's a great opportunity for this Hornet defense. Somebody step up, make a big play, big hit, turn the momentum, and let's start putting points on the board.
Claudio Alvarenga will have the ball teed up here for Huntsville, and will get us back to play here in College Station, Texas. Aggieland is the place tonight for high school football under the lights on a regular season opener for Huntsville and A&M Consolidated. The Tigers lead at 28-7 as we welcome you now to the Whataburger third quarter tonight on 101.7 KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Alvarenga's got the ball teed up for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. And he will take his steps and boot it away to kick off the second half of play. And back deep inside his own 10-yard line is he's number 18, Aspen Aguilar. And he is going to be still on his feet as he was initially stopped around the 20. He is brought down just past the 25 to the 27-yard line. Not a bad return for Aguilar, but it will be a long drive expected here for A&M Consolidated. That has just been the way they've been doing it tonight. Only been held to 1 3-and-out so far here this evening.
Yeah, nice kickoff coverage there by the Hornets. Zach Moss, young sophomore, in on the stop. Hornet defense out there fixing to start this second half.
Back into the shotgun formation will be Will Hargett for A&M Consolidated. It will be one back with him, three wide out set, one tight end. Here's the snap. Hargett looking to hand this one off, and swallowed up early on was Cation Thomas. Laying the big hit early on was number 4 for the Hornets, Braylon Phelps, out of the linebacker position. It only ends up being a gain of 1 after initially stopping him in the backfield. 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Yeah, nice play there by Phelps. Again, another young sophomore playing defense there at linebacker, makes a big hit. Good play to start this second half for their Hornet defense.
And that's good enough for a Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty hard hit right there for Braylon Phelps, as that will bring up 2nd down and 9, ball at the 29 here for Consolidated. Play action, no, it is a run with Thomas. He gets across and backed up big at the 30-yard line. Only another gain of 1. A couple of Hornets in there on the stop, and polishing him off is the safety Cole Schroeder.
Safety Cole Schroeder, the son of offensive coordinator Scott Schroeder, doing a good job out there. Hornets so far on defense look really good to start the second half, Carlos.
They officially gave him 2 yards on that run for Cation Thomas. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7, 10:44 to go here in this Whataburger third quarter. Lining up with the shotgun is Will Hargett. One back with him on a 4 wide out set. Motion man coming across is Peyton Bjork, and looking to throw is Hargett. Good protection, starting to break down. Wide open over the middle, and on a deflection. It is caught.
Unbelievable.
And oh my goodness, luck helping out there for Carter Frank, and he is in for 6 on a 69-yard touchdown catch and run. Well defended by the Hornets. A lucky bounce back into the hands of Frank.
Boy, that is so unfortunate. Will Haggard drops back for an A&M Consolidated, throws it over the middle, down deep to a double-covered wide receiver. Ball tipped, lands in the receiver's hands, and runs it all the way in.
I mean, there's just not much you can do in that. You did everything you could to try and defend that pass, but it is good for an A&M Consolidated 69-yard touchdown. And now Mo Fochetti will kick the extra point here for the Tigers. 10:23 to go in this third quarter. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick by Fochetti is also good. 35-7. A&M Consolidated with a gut punch right there, right out of the locker room. The Hornets will look to respond. We'll pause for a few moments and come back in a few on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
Hi, I'm Karen Denman with Walker County Federal Credit Union, and it's the time for Texans to enjoy the great outdoors. If you're in the market for a new or used RV or ATV, call or come by Walker County Federal Credit Union and find out how you can hit the open road or even the road less traveled. We have low rates, refinancing available, and you can even apply online if you'd like. Or you can drop by our office on Normal Park Drive, and we'll be happy to help you in person. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas, having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Quickly here into a kickoff here for A&M Consolidated, trying to split defenders and getting across the 30 and down to the 35-yard line. Oh boy, I think the ball came out there at the last second, but I think Huntsville still landed on it. Running that one back for the Hornets here was Jacob Ruffin. Just lost the handle of it for a second. Didn't see a lot of that in the scrimmage against Lufkin, but that one a near disaster moment for the Hornets. But they do retain possession. 10-17 to go here in this third quarter of play presented by Whataburger. Austin Taylor has got his crew back out there on the field for their first offensive drive of this third quarter of play. It'll be Giddens back there with him. Trips to the right. And one wide out spread out to the left for the young sophomore. Taylor in the shotgun, claps, gets the snap, looking to throw, and pressure breaking down, steps up in the pocket, rolling to his right. Taylor trying to knock everyone. Oh, it fell out and landed right into the hands of a defender for A&M Consolidated. Taylor, it's the inexperience right there. Trace Meadows landed on it, fumble, turnover, Consolidated ball.
Yeah, again, unfortunate. That's one of the things as a quarterback when you get, rushed out of the pocket. You got to think about that pursuit coming in behind you, which you don't see. You've got to have that kind of internal clock to know people are coming right behind you. Protect the football. Taylor had that ball holding out what they call in the old days like a loaf of bread, and it got knocked out of his hands right into A&M Consolidated's grasp, and now they have the ball.
Set up in really good field position at the 29-yard line here of Huntsville is A&M Consolidated. Quickly right back out to their offensive drive. 10:06 to go here in the third quarter. Still a lot of time, but things are starting to slip away for the Hornets as Will Hargett will be in the shotgun, get the snap, looking to throw out of a play-action fake. And my goodness, it is a catch and run there all the way down to the 10-yard line. Not sure who made that catch and run there. A little bit farther away from my sight to see. That was Carter Frank who had that catch and run out of the screen. Looked like there may have been a hold back there or even an illegal block, but either way, it's first down and 10 at the 10 here for A&M Consolidated. They'll quickly go. Hargett will hand this one off. Into Kayshawn Thomas trying to split defenders. The Hornets swarm into him, though, down to the 8-yard line. 2-yard gain for Kayshawn Thomas. We'll bring up second down and goal. 9:38 to go here in this third quarter.
You talk about swarm, and that's one of the things the Hornet defense for years, and I'm talking a long time, have taken pride in. I remember Coach Doug Smith, man, I'd love to hear him talk about swarm, and that's what the defense did right there for the Hornets.
Hargett gets the snap, looking to throw, play action fake into the end zone, out of the reach of Carter Frank there, wide open, but airmailing him was Will Hargett, and that will bring up a third down and goal for A&M Consolidated. And man, if the Hornets can get away with just allowing 3, that is a win in of itself, as A&M Consolidated will line up here. Trips to the left, one back with Hargett, and one spread out to the right, one-on-one with Melton Green off to the right. Hargett will look to throw here out of the flat, going backwards and not making the catch, actually. Number 21 for A&M Consolidated, that is Grayson Coker, his first target tonight. And I'm surprised that ball isn't live because that looked to be a backwards pass.
It did look like a backwards pass. I think it was a backwards pass.
But they blew it dead.
Yes, they did.
Well, either way, Mofo Ketty will be back here to kick and attempt a field goal here. And they're going to line up from the right hash as they ruled it an incomplete pass instead of it being caught and down further back. So it's going to be a 25-yard try from the right hash mark for Mofo Ketty with 9:12 to go here in the third quarter of play presented by Whataburger. The holder will be Tyler Poling. And here we go. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick by Fochetti, well, good. So the Hornets avoid the 6. It's a 3 that A&M Consolidated comes away with. It makes it your score 38-7. We're going to step aside and take a break for 30 seconds, and we'll come back. The Hornet offense will try to regroup and try to get their way back into this ballgame with 9:11 left to go here in this third quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, back inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth alongside Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. 38-7 your score. A&M Consolidated on top over your Huntsville Hornets. The Hornets already making one step in a good stride, not being shut out tonight, but they would love to keep it going and get back into this ball game down by 31 with still a lot of time in this game. Mofo Ketty will have the ball teed up and get ready to kick it away to the Hornets. You need a big return. You could love a big return right here to jolt your offense back into this game. As the kick is away by Fochetti, he kicks it way deep, well out of the reach of Kayron Lee. He'll let it roll into the back of the end zone for a touchback, our first touchback of the night. And the Hornet offense will set up shop at the 25.
Yeah, Austin Taylor and company need to come back out, regroup. They need to sustain a long drive. They have to move the chains. That is something they have not really done good at tonight, obviously, so far. Move the chains 10 at a time. Please, move the chains. Good things will happen.
As they'll switch out some more personnel, Austin Taylor will be in a double backfield set. Juwan Giddens back there with him. 3 wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right of Taylor. Taylor claps and gets the snap. Hands this one off. Running right side is Jeremiah Winfrey, and he's still on his feet now trying to reverse his field. He is in hot pursuit of one man. He sheds one man. Young man, you are just way backed up. At that point, you should have just taken the tackle closer to the line of scrimmage. That is a massive loss on the play. They'll bring up second down and long for the Hornets with 8:50 to go and counting here in this third quarter.
Yeah, that's not a very smart play there by the running back for the Hornets. I mean, you lost about 16 yards on that play.
I understand trying to make a play and gain some yards, but at that point, you're just losing yards. At that point, you just got to get down off your original run. Here's the snap. Taylor looking to throw out of the pocket. Wide open over the field is Matthew Tatum. It hits his hands a little bit behind Tatum, rather. Oh, man, that would have been a big gainer right there for the Hornets. Instead, it falls incomplete. Third down and 22 with 8:24 to go here in the third quarter, ball at the 13.
Yeah, nice route run by Matthew Tatum. He's running a deep post about 15 to 20 before he cuts it to the flag. Ball was behind him. If it had been, in stride, I mean, that would have been a huge play. The ball was a little bit behind him, very difficult to catch.
So Taylor will try again here on a third down and 22, 8:24 to go in the third. Taylor will clap and get the snap. Hand this one off. It's Juwan Giddens. He is not going far. He is actually going to probably lose a yard on that run there for Juwan Giddens, and that's going to set up another punt here for the Hornets and send it back to A&M Consolidated.
Yep, Austin Taylor, the quarterback for the Hornets, back deep to punt, and he is standing on about his 2-yard line.
Make that the 1.
Make it the 1, yeah.
So Taylor back to punt here, back to A&M Consolidated, back deep to receive will be Trace Meadows. Punt is away, spiraling through the air, and taking a Hornet bounce, and then settling around the 46-yard line of the Hornets. That's a net of 45 for Austin Taylor. And A&M Consolidated will start in Hornet territory on their next drive here. We'll keep it right here for the moment. And we'll thank more of our wonderful sponsors who made this broadcast possible.
We want to thank Hit Solutions. We bring you home. And Huntsville Hornets Quarterback Club. Feel the sting, Curves. Free guided workouts at Curves and Whataburger, just like you like it.
Yeah, I do love me some Whataburger, Brian.
Yeah, me too.
Might have to go check them out after we get out of here this evening. And I'm going to try not to think about it too much. Either way, here we go. First down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line here for A&M Consolidated. Hargett in the backfield. He'll get the snap, looking to hand this one off. Actually, it was a kind of a design play there. Thought that was Hargett back there. Actually, it was Cole Bentz doing the snapping there. He handed that one off to Jeremy Claudio. It looks like some of the backups are now in for A&M Consolidated.
Cole Bentz, the backup quarterback for A&M Consolidated, looks like a big old fullback.
Yeah.
Out there playing QB.
So Bentz lined up in the shotgun here. One offset to his left and a 3 wide out set. That run was good for 3 yards. Second down and 7. 7:06 to go here in the third. As Bentz in the shotgun will get the snap and play action fake. Throw this one in the flat to his receiver. That is caught by Grayson Coker, and he is well good for a A&M Consolidated first down. That is a gain of 7 on the play, and we do have a Hornet that is slow to get up.
You know what? Give Cole Bentz, credit. One of the jobs of a quarterback is carrying out your fakes. And it, let me tell you, man, that is such a huge thing to do. And what he just did, he's faked the ball to the first running back coming through. It froze the linebackers. It froze the DBs. And he was able to pull it out and fire it parallel to the sideline in a great run after the catch there by Consolidated, but it all started with the fake. And again, Carlos, that is minuscule to some people, but it is so important. They did a great job of that just then.
A Hornet that is down on the field, that is J.T. Kroll. He is helped up with some assistance from the training staff as he is walking off rather gingerly, so good to see him get up and head down to the sideline, and we'll resume play here in just a few moments.
Yeah, glad to see JT coming off the sidelines with a little bit of a limp, but, man, what a great kid. Super, super wonderful parents. Had a good visit with them the other night at the coaches show. Good kid, great athlete.
Casey Kroll and Stephen Kroll, thank you all very much for supporting us. Good to see him getting some help off the field from the training staff, and we'll get back to play here tonight in College Station. Cole Bentz will line up in the eye and get the snap, hand this one off, and running it straight ahead is the backup running back in Jeremy Claudio. He is up for looks to be about a gain of 3 on the play. I'll bring up a second down and 7, 6:37 to go here in the third quarter of play presented by Whataburger.
Yeah, nice play by Mike linebacker Justin Angstad, stuffing the run. Great tackle there.
Officially give him 4 yards, second down and 6. Bentz in the shotgun, 3 wide out set. Tight end offset to his right. Bentz claps, gets the snap, hands this one off. Straight ahead once again is Claudio, and not getting very far through that Hornet defense. He only got about a gain of 2 there on the play. That'll bring up a third down and 4 at the 29-yard line of the Hornets.
Well, big opportunity for the Hornet defense right here. Turn the ball over, third down and 4 yards to go. Big play coming up right here for the Hornet defense.
Bentz in the shotgun, trips to the right, one spread out to the left is Wesley Watson. One back with him is Claudio. Gets the snap, Bentz looking to throw, good protection, steps up, fires this one, and it is caught at the 25-yard line, and that is the line to gain, so it is good for an A&M Consolidated first down.
Nice route there by A&M Consolidated, a little 5 to 7 yard out route. Bentz hit him on stride. Man, those are so tough to defend.
Grayson Coker in on the catch to bring up first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. 5:20 to go here in this Whataburger third quarter. Bentz in the shotgun and a 4 wide out set. 2 spread out out wide, 2 in the slot. Bentz claps, gets the snap, looking to throw. Has time in the pocket, throws off his back leg, and it is caught over the middle and splitting defenders, and only one man to beat. Actually, he slips, so they mark him down at about the 12-yard line is Wesley Watson. And that will bring up another first down for A&M Consolidated as they move the chains once again, and luckily for the Hornets that was not for 6. The field. A little slick there on that turf.
Well, that was a great pass, great run after the catch. And one of the things Consolidated has done all night long is after the catch, they make a move. And the Hornet defense bites on that move every time. They cut back and they pick up more yards after the catch. Man, that is something the Hornets have to stop doing.
Ball at the 12-yard line of Huntsville. Bentz in the shotgun, the 3-wide out set. And this one off does Bentz. And it is the running back, Claudio. And Jeremy Claudio, he did not get very far at all. He actually is going to lose a yard on that play. A good stop in the backfield for the Hornets to bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, nice play there by Shiloh to get in there. Dropping for a loss. Glad to see he's back out there. In the first half, he came off the side a little banged up, but, man, he's out there right now playing good.
2nd down and 11, ball at the 13-yard line, 4:07 to go here in the third quarter. A&M Consolidated chewing up this clock as Bentz will get the snap, looking to throw out of the shotgun. Throwing over the top and picked off! And staying in the end zone, getting the interception there, and that was Jawan Giddens who had the interception, or excuse me, not Jawan Giddens, that was Jacob Ruffin with the interception of Cole Bentz. That is a big one right there for the Hornets, as Bentz his receiver was almost triple covered, and a good job by Jacob Ruffin to scout the play, read it well, and that is in a turnover here, a big one at that for the Hornets that should give a jolt to the offense.
Yeah, you're right, Carlos. That is a big play there defensively. Great job by the Hornets to pick that ball off, bring the offense back out on the field, try to move the chains, try to put some points on the board.
So after the Ruffin interception, first turnover of the night for A&M Consolidated will send Austin Taylor and company back out onto the field with 3:53 to go here in this third quarter. Hoping to move quick and get in for 6 and get the Hornets closer into the back of this game, as we do have a football far out there on the field, but I think it's out of the field to play. So Taylor will take the snap, throw this one over the top. It's Savion Conte in stride. One man is pursuing him. Conte splits him. 6. Touchdown. Huntsville. They strike on an 80-yard dart from Taylor to Conte.
What a big play by your Huntsville Hornets. Holy smokes. What a pass and what a catch. What a run after the catch. As you said, Carlos, 80 yards. Big play, Huntsville Hornets.
Jontavius Bellard for A&M Consolidated was scouting Conte all the way down, but Conte made a little bit of move and made him dive for him, because that's all he had left. And that is your MRC Creekside touchdown, an 80-yard dart from Austin Taylor to Savion Conte. And now here is your Nelson Ameyas Collision Center extra point, or are we going for 2 here? And indeed, that is the case. It's 38-13 with 3:42 here to go in the third, and the Hornets are going to go for 2. Toss play. Jeremiah Winfrey is pulled from the backfield. That's a horse collar. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Where's your flag at on that?
Where's the flag?
Unbelievable.
Wow. Jeremiah Winfrey dragged down by his neck, but they don't call it, so it's no good. It's 38-13, but regardless, Huntsville gets in for 6, just like that 80-yard strike from Taylor to Savion Conte. We'll catch our breath here, folks. 38-13 your score. We'll pause for 30 seconds, and we'll be back here in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. We'll be back in 30.
Good evening, football fans. This is Jeff Dunn from Huntsville Church of Christ with tonight's Hornet Nation test. If the Star-Spangled Banner, a silent prayer, and a whistle sounds like the beginning of a great Friday night to you, you might belong to Hornet Nation. At Huntsville Church of Christ, we strive to be a place to believe, a place to be loved. If that sounds like somewhere you need to be, come see us. You belong at HCOC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 38-13 is your score. Huntsville is on top. Here's your Hit Solution scoring drive recap. 1 catch, 1 play, 80-yard strike from Austin Taylor to Savion Conte, and that is your Hit Solution scoring drive recap. They have cut the lead to 25, and Claudio Alvarenga has the ball teed up here for the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. And here we go. Hornets down by 25 as this kick will sail towards the out-of-bound trees, and making the return here, and a big hit back at the 20, and a flag is thrown. Making the return there was Ellis Myers. I think Savion Conte laid the hit, but they throw a flag, and it looked pretty clean to me. Oh,
it looked like that was Shiloh Jones that stuck his hat right in his chest for the picture-perfect tackle, and then the side judge throws a flag.
Looks like they're going to, I don't know if he led with the crown of the helmet, and that was the case. Well, hang on, the referee was starting to make his call, but the referee here, the up judge, wow. Man, a big hit. I mean, give credit to Shiloh Jones. He scouted that one beautifully. And instead of them being back inside the 20, A&M Consolidated is going to be back at the 32-yard line. Man, a couple of calls that does not go the way of the Hornets, but now you put that behind you. You get focused here on this drive for A&M Consolidated. The Hornets down by 25, 3:37 to go here in this Whataburger third quarter. And the backup QB in Cole Bent still out there for A&M Consolidated. In the shotgun, 3 wideouts set here in this third quarter. He will fake it. No, he did end up handing it off, and, well, they swallowed him up anyway, getting in on the stop. Big 7-0, Kadarian Easley swallowing up the running back in Jeremy Claudio for a loss of 2.
Yeah, nice play there by Easley, your big nose tackle for the Hornets, just stuffing the run. Great play by that Hornet defense. Unfortunately, I disagree with the flag, but, hey, that was the last play. Good play there by the Hornet defense.
Second down and 11 is what they'll officially mark it. 3:05 to go here in this Whataburger third quarter. A&M Consolidated still trying to chew up some clock here as Bentz will line up in the shotgun. And now the back with him is Claudio's brother, Brian Claudio, I would assume. He'll line up alongside of Bentz. He'll hand this one off to Claudio. Claudio, big hit at the 30-yard line, and a helmet of A&M Consolidated player pops off. It was Brian Claudio that lost his helmet, so he's going to have to come off for a play, and a big stop there by the Hornets. Another Frank Oliveris Realty big hit right there, I believe, getting in on that stop, and the first big hit tonight for Christian Hall, the sophomore D lineman.
I like the aggressiveness the defense is showing here in the second half. I mean, they're like going, you know what, man, let's go play some football. Let's put some hits on these guys, and they're doing that. And so far, the Hornets have really gotten the best of A&M Consolidated here.
Third down and 12. 2:28 to go here in the third. 38-13, A&M Consolidated. Bentz gets the snap and will hand this one off. A healthy run, but not getting far away is number 31, Darius Turner. Making the stop once again is Kadarian Easley, and that is going to force a 3-and-out for A&M Consolidated. A big stop by the Hornet D. Mo Fochetti is out to punt things away here. Matthew Tatum will be back to receive this punt. He'll be around his own 30-yard line with 1:58 to go here in the Whataburger third quarter of play.
Boy, if Matthew Tatum can get one to return, I mean, he is exciting, and he can turn it on, folks. If he gets just a little bit of an opening, I mean, he can take it to the house.
Fochetti back to punt. He'll get the snap here and kick this one away for Tatum. A high booming kick. Tatum will let this play on a bounce, and it takes a tiger bounce. Oh, he touched it. He will just dive on the ball back at the 15-yard line. Smart play there by the receiver and returner, in this case, Matthew Tatum. It backs the Hornets up big, but hey, on the last drive, Taylor struck to Savion Conte for 80 yards. So we'll see what happens here. With 1.5 minutes to go in this third quarter, Austin Taylor and company back out there on the field trying to continue to chip away at this A&M Consolidated lead.
Well, keep doing what you've been doing. Stretch the field. You send those wide receivers to medium to long routes and just lay it out for them.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line of Huntsville. They go left to right across your radio dial. Taylor with a double backfield. He'll get the snap, play action fake. Looking to throw over the top. Matthew Tatum in stride across the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. That is good for a Mocha Attorneys at Law. First down.
There you go. Matthew Tatum runs post route, hits him right over the center part of the field. Nice pass, nice catch. First down, Huntsville Hornets.
Jeremiah Winfrey will come off for this play. Austin Taylor will line up in the shotgun here. Back with him is Jawan Giddens in a trips to the right formation. One spread out to the left. Taylor with 1:12. He'll get the snap here from the 33, rolling to his right. Looking to throw. Now he will throw. And, just in and out of the hands of Matthew Tatum. Back in coverage there for A&M Consolidated was the junior Michael Clark. Incomplete pass stops the clock at 1:05. It'll bring up a second down and 10.
Boy, I tell you what, though, I like how Austin Taylor is running the ball out, gives him a run first, pass second option. He hits Matthew Tatum, just unfortunately wasn't able to hang on to it. But I like how the Huntsville Hornet offense has regrouped in the second half and have opened it up.
Minute 5 to go in the Whataburger third quarter. Empty backfield set here for Austin Taylor and a 5 wide outs spread out. Taylor needs to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he was laid down. He got the pass off over the middle. It falls incomplete. Making the big hit there was Grant Schlink and company, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 10, stopping the clock at a minute 1.
Tell you what, that is a very dangerous pass, Carlos, throwing it high over the middle, and typically those balls are picked off. Fortunately for the Hornets, it was not, but you got to be careful. When you're throwing it across the middle, you got to keep the ball down.
Critical 3rd down and 10 here for Huntsville if they want to claw their way back. Minute 1 to go, ball at the 33-yard line of Huntsville. Shotgun formation here for Austin Taylor in a 4 wide out set. Taylor claps, gets the snap. Good protection in the pocket. Looking to throw up top, way deep, and I think he just had a miscommunication with his receiver there. Someone didn't go down on the go route. Either that or he was going to throw it away, and a flag back here in the backfield.
Well, that's in the area of holding, but I got to give that credit to
personal foul. It's against A&M Consolidated. Looks to be possibly a roughing the passer, and indeed that is the case, so it will give a Huntsville first down on a big play right there. That's a huge penalty against the Tigers.
That is a huge penalty, and I tell you, going back, that O-line for the Hornets, they gave Taylor plenty of protection. That's what they need to do. That's what they've been doing here the last several drives.
54 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Taylor in the shotgun, rolling to his right, gets the snap. Looking to throw, has protection for a moment, finds his man. It's Savion Conte at the just past midfield around the 48-47 yard line. A good little short pass there. Good for a gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4 with 40 seconds to go. Hornet crowd getting up and ready on their feet. The cheerleaders down off here to our right. As now it'll be Taylor in the backfield here. He'll get the snap. Actually, it's Taylor who'll throw on a little in route to Matthew Tatum. He stretches forward. That is good for another Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law first down. 16 seconds as the clock stops to adjust the ball, and now is placed. And we'll see if they decide to get a ball off here before the end of the quarter here. Taylor going to try and get this one off quickly. 5 seconds on the clock here. Taylor gets the snap as this is the final play of the Whataburger third quarter. Throws this one to Conte. Good job by Conte to hang on, and a flag is thrown in the backfield, and Taylor gets roughed up again, and I think it's going to be another roughing the passer the call here against A&M Consolidated. That is the initial call here from the White Cat. And it's once again another RTP. So another first down from the end of the play. That wraps up the third quarter of play here tonight in A&M Consolidated in College Station, Texas. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification, then we'll go to a break, and when we come back, we will have the Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Don't go away, folks. The Hornets are on the move, and they are looking to not go back down quietly. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a few moments from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union. This is KSAM Sports.
This is the KSAM Sports Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Bank with confidence with the hometown bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. YouChoose is our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on YouChoose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU, bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quickly here into the fourth quarter, and an incomplete pass from Austin Taylor that was tipped up in the air looking for Savion Conte. I do want to apologize. There was an untimed down at the end of that third quarter after the roughing the passer call. It did fall incomplete, so that's why we are now at 3rd down and 10 at the the Tiger 25-yard line here for Austin Taylor and company with 11:56 to go in the ball game as you are now in the Murskies Cafe. Fourth quarter here tonight in College Station. Empty backfield set here for Austin Taylor and a 5-wide-out set. Taylor gets the snap, has protection breaking down, and I don't think his receiver just didn't turn his head around. Juwan Giddens was in the area, so was Matthew Tatum. And at this point in the ball game, it's 4th down and 10. You got to go for it deep in enemy territory.
No doubt about it. And, that's unfortunate. You had 2 wideouts down here towards the Hornet bench, both of them running post routes across the middle, and it didn't look like either one of them were ready for the football.
So we'll bring up a 4th down and 10 here for Austin Taylor at the 25-yard line here for Huntsville.
Big play. The wide receivers must go beyond 10 yards, go past the sticks. Do not come up short of those sticks on your route.
Double backfield set, 3 wideouts out there. Taylor looking to throws this one, and it is intercepted. And a flag flies in late here from the side. It might be, we'll see. Might be holding. Could be the call here. A flag flew in from the line judge. The pass, I believe, was picked off. Offense staying out here for Huntsville, though. Let's see what they decide to go with the call. It looks to be defensive holding here against A&M Consolidated. Another penalty bites them, and that will be an automatic 1st down for Huntsville. And they catch another break once again, and it'll give Austin Taylor and company another opportunity here. Instead of it being a turnover on downs, it is 1st down at the 15-yard line inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Taylor looking to throw toward the end zone and batted up in the air and incomplete, looking for Matthew Tatum across the middle near the end zone. Would have been good for Amoka Moka Attorneys at Law 1st down, but in and out of the hands, and lucky for Taylor, it wasn't picked off.
Yeah, good job on the A&M Consolidated defensive back there, playing that pass. Tatum runs a short curl route. As soon as that ball gets to him, he takes a hit from behind. Nice play there by the Consolidated defense.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line here of Huntsville. Here for Huntsville, and Taylor will line up in the shotgun. Trips to the left, and a false start. Moving early that time was the wide receiver Peyton Pryor. And that will, instead of be 2nd down and 10, it'll be 2nd down and 15. I think he just lost count of the snap count.
Yep, that's... Well, Carlos, that's one of the things we talked about is, eliminate the mental mistakes, and that has plagued the Hornets throughout this evening. They get momentum, they get good drives going, then they'll have, a false start penalty or some kind of little penalty to slow the momentum.
2nd down and 15. Ball now at the 20 of A&M Consolidated. Taylor gets the snap, looking to throw. Gets it off, in and out of the hands of DeMarcus Williams. That would have been short of the 1st down, but it would have been more a manageable 3rd down. Instead, it's 3rd down and 15 for Huntsville with the clock at 11:38. I don't think that clock moved at all on that last play, but we'll disregard that, and we'll keep on rolling. 38-13 is your score. A&M Consolidated leads the Hornets. And Austin Taylor and company here will try put one in the end zone before time is slowly running out. Taylor will get the snap rolling to his left. He's going to have to throw off his back leg. He'll float it toward the end zone. Nowhere close. The nearest receiver was Matthew Tatum. And we've got another flag out here. Ball at the 20-yard line, or at the 20-yard line, I should say. And we'll see who this one's against. It's against Huntsville. They declined the penalty, so it'll bring up 4th down and 15 for the Hornets. And they are going to send out Claudio Alvarenga here as the ball's at the 20. And they're going to try 37-yard field goal attempt, it appears. DeMarcus Williams will hold it for him. So we'll see how the kicker does here. His first field goal attempt of the new season. Williams will call for the ball here, gets it down. The hold is good. Alvarenga, no, it's a fake. DeMarcus Williams will try to leg this one out, but he's going to get swallowed up at the current line of scrimmage at the 18-yard line. So it is all for naught. A good effort there by DeMarcus Williams, but that is a turnover on downs for Huntsville, and will send it right back to A&M Consolidated, and they will take over at their own 18.
You know, I like the call. I mean, what do you have to lose at this point, right? So go for the fake field goal. The holder pulls the ball, and he rolls out to his left, but there was nobody out there to throw the ball to. He was all out on that island by himself, and, man, he had A&M Consolidated players all over him.
So now the Tiger offense will return to the field. We'll see what personnel they decide to bring out. It'll be the backups. Cole Bentz back out there doing the signal calling for A&M Consolidated. 11:24 to go here in the fourth. This Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Bentz will line up in the shotgun and a 3 wideout set here for the Tigers. 4 up on the line for the Hornets, 6 in the box. Bentz gets the snap, hands this one off. This is Claudio straight ahead and taken down by a couple of Hornets. Got back to the current line of scrimmage, and they're on the stop there for the Hornets. Hezekiah Johnson will bring up a second down and 10. Clock will continue moving here. 11:05 to go in the ball game. Hornets down by 25, just trying to stay alive in this one and not allow much for A&M Consolidated as they have built this lead up. And Bentz will line up in the shotgun here for wide out set. He'll get the snap, looking to hand this one off. This is Claudio running right and stopped by Shiloh Jones near the 20-yard line. That's good for maybe even a gain of 1 there for Jeremy Claudio, and that will bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Consolidated.
Yeah, nice play there by Shiloh Jones, the young linebacker, stopping the run. He's done a really good job of that all evening long, and this is a big play coming up for the Hornets here. 3rd and 9, they need to stop right now.
Ball at the 20-yard line here for Consolidated. 4-man rush on its way here for the Hornets. Make it 5 as here comes the blitz off the blind side. And there we go, a big sack in the backfield. Getting back there was the defensive end, Zach Moss, in on that Hartfield Flores quarterback sack. Turnover, or excuse me, 3 and out for Consolidated, and the Hornets will get the ball back with 10 minutes and counting here in the fourth.
Yeah, nice play there by Zach Moss. Again, big down. It was 3rd and 9. He came in from his DN position, sacks the quarterback. Great play. He's going to give the Hornets good field position here on this punt.
Mo Fochetti will receive the punt here back at his own 2-yard line as some more personnel coming out here to try and protect this punt here from Mo Fochetti. 9:40 to go here in the fourth. The Hornets trying to work quickly here. They're going to need to here. Back deep is Matthew Tatum to receive this punt. Snap is away. Fochetti's punt nearly blocked. Tatum will have to back up on this one here. He'll take it here. Oh, he bobbled it, and he gets away from the defender. And Tatum running here, 50 across midfield, delivers a big hit to the man pursuing him there in Carter Frank. And Tatum gets it into Consolidated territory at the 48-yard line. A good return for the senior wideout, and that is where the Hornets will set up shop. Austin Taylor, line back up here in shotgun formation. 1 back with him, Jawan Giddens. He trips to the right. Tatum in the slot. And 1 receiver spread out to the left is Tajon Lewis. 9:19 to go here in the fourth. Taylor will get the snap, rolling to his right. People in pursuit, and wow, what a catch! Behind him and making the play right there was number 25, Peyton Pryor.
Boy, what a nice catch by Peyton Pryor. The ball is thrown behind him. He turns his body, grabs the ball with both hands, takes a hit, hangs on. 1st down, Hornets.
That's good for Amoka Moke Attorneys at Law. 1st down. A good catch there from Peyton Pryor from Austin Taylor. Ball at the 34. Taylor will get the snap. Looking left side. Now sees the pressure, and now he'll take and run it himself. He is sliding down at the 31-yard line. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 here for Huntsville on a 3-yard scramble.
You know, Carlos, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the ball game, I think it's very important the Hornets score here on this particular drive just to give them the confidence going into next week. Just punch it in.
Taylor get the snap, hand this one off. This is Giddens, and he is swallowed up by a swarm of Tiger players. In on the stop there for Consolidated, Hudson House and company, and that will be loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9 for Huntsville as Kayron Lee will now come into the ballgame at running back in place of Jawan Giddens. Tatum will line up in the slot on the left side as Peyton Pryor will now switch over from the right to the left, leaving Savion Conte alone 1-on-1 on the right. Taylor lining up in the gun. 7:57 to go here in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. And Taylor will get the snap here momentarily. Here it is. Taylor claps twice. He's looking to throw deep. Deep ball. Savion Conte, and just in and out of his reach. There is Conte kind of stopped on his route there. If he doesn't stop, he might have a chance at it, but it falls incomplete. They'll bring up a 4th down and 9 for Huntsville. Kind of in no man's land right now, but at this point of the game, you go for it the rest of the way. The clock stopped at 7:45 here in the fourth on a 4th down and 9 for the Hornets. Taylor will line up in the gun. Tatum will line up in the slot on the right side, part of a triple package. Taylor will clap and get the snap. Looking to throw here on 4th down. Throws over the middle. Oh, and a one-handed grab by Matthew Tatum, and the tackle takes him all the way down to the 10-yard line. What a zip-and throw from Austin Taylor, and that'll set up the Hornets inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone on a 1st down. And it appears to be goal. No, it'll be at the 11-yard line, so just short of being able to get to goal. Taylor will clap and get the snap. He will run straight ahead, and the forward progress will give him, appears to be just the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 on its way here for the Hornets with 7 minutes to go. Taylor will line up in the gun. Triple package to the right. Tatum in the slot. One spread out to the left is Tajon Lewis. One back is Kayron Lee. Here's the snap. Taylor looking to throw. Fires this one in the flat, and it's caught out there by Tatum. He splits one defender and gets free of a couple others before stretching forward down to the 7-yard line. They might give him the 6. It'll bring up 3rd down and roughly 6 to get towards that end zone. 6:39 to go here in this fourth quarter of play.
Great run after the catch. Matthew Tatum, he runs it out in the flats, catches the ball, makes a couple of moves, couple of hits. Nice pickup after the catch.
Taylor back into the shotgun. They'll officially give Tatum 3 yards, 3rd down and 5, 6:23 to go here in the fourth. Taylor in the gun. He'll clap, get the snap. Looking to throw on a fade route toward the end zone. Conte couldn't get free. He wants a flag, and they're not going to give it to him. And Conte, that's really been the story here in this second half. No flags going the way of the Hornets. It'll bring up a 4th down and 5 with 6:16 to go here in the fourth.
Well, the ball is on the 7-yard line.
Just got to zip it to the end zone.
Got to get in the end zone.
Taylor will line up in the gun here on the 4th down and 6. Taylor looking left, fires it. It's batted backwards the other way. And saying no to Austin Taylor there, Hutz is Kai's cue. That's a turnover on downs for Huntsville. A deflating drive right there for the Hornets. That's 2 drives now tonight so far that have just not gone the way of the Hornets. They get near that end zone, but just cannot cash in for 6.
Well, you got an inexperienced quarterback, and what you have there is you have 4th down, and you've got to punch it in. Why throw it parallel to the line of scrimmage? He did, but you know what? You got to throw it in the end zone. But he'll learn. He's done a really good job tonight, being such a young kid, starting for his first varsity game.
He has done well. And he's going to continue to build on that this season. Get ready for next week. We'll be back home at Bowers Stadium on the campus of Sam Houston State University, the current temporary home for the Hornets as we're back to play here. Cole Bentz looking to throw on a screen. He does get it away to Jeremy Claudio, but he is not going to get very far away. That is his brother Brian Claudio that made that catch there on a big screen pass. I don't think Cole Bentz was ready for that Hornet swarm coming at him. They do get it away. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 here for A&M Consolidated with 5:50 to go here in the fourth. Like I said, we'll be at Bauer Stadium. The Bryan Vikings will come to town to take on the Hornets. We'll have that game for you right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. Cole Bentz will line up in the shotgun here. 5.5 minutes to go here in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. And a 4 wide out set. One back with him is Brian Claudio. And keeping it will be Cole Bentz. He'll throw this one into the flat, picking it up nearly off the ground there and laying down a big hit on number 21 of A&M Consolidated. That was Grayson Coker with the catch, and polishing him off was number 17, Benny Ross, for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice play there by the defense. I mean, they are being aggressive. They are putting some big hits on these wideouts as they come across the field. I like seeing that out of this young Hornet defense.
It was good for a gain of 5 there on that catch and run by Coker. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 here for A&M Consolidated. The game out of reach now for the Hornets, but they'll just try to gain some momentum leading into next week's ball game against the Bryant Vikings back at home in Huntsville. Bentz will line up in the shotgun and a triple package off to his left. Here comes the blitz. Play action fake and nearly intercepted out there on the left side. Looking for his intended receiver that time was Jake Perry. And in on the defense that time for the Hornets, number 4, Braylon Phelps out of the linebacker position. They're playing out wide. A good stop. It'll bring up a 3 and out for Consolidated. Stops the clock at 4:39, and the offense will trot back out on the field here momentarily after this punt from Mo Fochetti. Fochetti back to punt here with 4:39 in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. We'll get ready to get back the offense out onto the field here. If you're just joining us, Huntsville down 38-13, 4:39 to go in the ball game. Out of reach for the moment, but Fochetti's punt is up and away. It's a long way to go. Does Matthew Tatum? He does not corral that one clean. He's just forced to land on it at the 35-yard line. So a couple of times that he's had a punt come out of his hands, but he lands on it wisely. That's that senior leadership that you see out there from him. And the Hornet offense will trot back out on the field at their own 35-yard line.
You know, Carlos, I want to thank another couple of sponsors real quick. Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville. Visit Dr. Toole at 227 Texas Highway 75, Suite 150 in Huntsville. And Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. And Charlie's Used Cars, customer satisfaction is number one priority.
Taylor will get the snap, throw it on an option play. Here is the running back, Jeremiah Winfrey, trying to reverse his field again and trying to stuff his way forward, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. A good effort there by Jeremiah Winfrey, and we do have a Consolidated player that is slow to get up here in the waning stages of this ball game. 4:14 to go in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. So while they take a look at him, we're going to pause for a few moments. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. We'll be back in a few moments here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it has to be El Gordo Taqueria. You'll experience the absolute best real Mexican food. El Gordo Taqueria has plates. Also, check out their new deck. Dine in or carry out now available. Delivery to you from DoorDash and Grubhub. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And now open Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For the absolute best authentic Mexican food in Huntsville, it's El Gordo Taqueria. Call us at 295-TACO. That's 295-8226. Try it once and you'll be hooked. El Gordo Taqueria.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Alongside Brian Adams, I am Carlos Zimmerman. Here tonight in College Station, 38-13 your score. A&M Consolidated on top of the Huntsville Hornets. The player that was slow to get up there for A&M Consolidated, but got up with some help from his training staff, is Ashton Jasperson. Good to see him get off the field as we're back to play. Taylor will throw this one. Kind of a bobbled pass, but DeMarcus Williams makes the catch right around the 40-yard line on the left side. Big hit there at the end by a Consolidated player. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Hornets here with less than 4 minutes to go in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter. Taylor getting his calls here from offensive coordinator Scott Schroeder. Taylor will line up here in the gun. Triple package to the right, one spread out to the left. Taylor looking to get free, one in pursuit. Taylor will throw off his back leg. It'll fall incomplete around the 50-yard line, looking for his man Peyton Pryor. Falls to the turf, and he'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Yeah, Pryor just running kind of a middle out route as Austin is rolling to his right. Just a little miscommunication there on the throw.
Again, 38-13 is your score. 30-35 to go in the fourth. Huntsville trying to just put a good drive together here before packing things up, heading back to Huntsville, and then getting ready for the Bryant Vikings back at home at Bauer Stadium next week in Huntsville. Taylor lines up in the gun on a 4 wide-out set, 2 spread to the left and to the right. Taylor in the gun looking to throw off the snap into the hands of Matthew Tatum. He's going to be just short, I believe, of the 1st down. It's a 4-yard pickup for Matthew Tatum, spun down hard there at the end by Heath Hammer. And that'll be a turnover on downs for Huntsville, and the Consolidated offense will return to the field.
Well, you had Tatum lined up on the left side. He does a 2 or 3 crossing route all the way across the center of the field, hit in the middle, makes the catch, just comes up a little bit short.
So here comes the Tiger offense back out there on to the field. I do not see. We have now the third string quarterback now into play. It is number 14, Tyler Poling, the junior third string quarterback, will now come out here for garbage time here. 3:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Poling will line up in the shotgun. He's got two wideouts spread to the right, one to the left. One back with him is Brian Claudio. Poling taking his time here, getting his offense set. And he'll get the snap here with the one hand. Fake the handoff here on a run-pass option. Good containment here by the Hornets as Poling is going to get spun down in the backfield for a loss of 2 on the play as he attempted to run, so it's not a sack. A good job there by the Hornets swarming right to him. Getting in there on the stop, Jacob Ruffin and also Braylon Phelps.
Yeah, the Hornet defense did a really good job. They had great pursuit angles on the quarterback keeper. They were able to cut him off and drop him for no gain, or actually a loss. So good play there by the Hornet defense.
Coming off the field for the moment, gingerly is Braylon Phelps. Trayvon Johnson now into the ball game in place of him. Tyler Poling in the shotgun. One offset, looking to hand this one off on a designed run to Brian Claudio, and a big stop there in the backfield, flying in there, making a big play there. I'm trying to catch that number there. Looks like to be big 9-0. Actually, no, it was Isaiah Collins that made the stop. In the backfield to bring up third down and 11 as the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band still in this. Getting the crowd hyped up here in the final moments of this game. 2:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Mirsky's Cafe. Poling in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers spread out. One back with him is Brian Claudio. Poling going through his progressions with 15 on the play clock. Just taking time off here, and he'll get the snap in the gun. Looking to throw. Poling with the pressure breaking down. That's a hold back there.
Sure was.
Oh, Trayvon Johnson nearly had a read on that ball there. Could have been picked off, but it falls to the turf, and there is a flag back here on top of the M of the A&M Consolidated logo. So it will be holding against A&M Consolidated, and that will back up the Tigers, and they're not going to decline the penalty here with the Hornets. They will force another third down, but instead, if third down and 11, it's third down and 21. And you're back in your own territory now if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, nice play there by the defense for the Hornets. I mean, they're keeping containment, but yet, you know, A&M Consolidated gets caught on a hold. Obviously, Carlos and I both saw the hold. So good play, good break there for the Hornets.
So instead of decline, they actually did decline the penalty. They went back on it. So it'll bring up fourth down and 11, and the punt unit will now come out for A&M Consolidated in Mo Fochetti and company. And the Hornets' Matthew Tatum will be back deep to receive this punt with 1:58 to go in the ball game here tonight in College Station. So the Hornets, a valiant effort tonight. First live action of the season in this regular season opener. A young team compared to past years as Fochetti's punt is away. A booming kick down the left side of the field. It will take a Tiger bounce, and it'll be down at the 9-yard line there for A&M Consolidated, down by Connor Cortez, and the Hornet offense will trot back onto the field for likely their final drive of the night.
Well, they're starting this drive, possibly the final drive of the night, as you just said, just like they started the first drive of this ball game, way back in their own end. And you got a young quarterback back there. He's got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things going on. They've got to move the ball, move the sticks.
Tajon Lewis and others spread out to the left with Matthew Tatum lined up in the slot. Taylor will clap with one back with him, Kayron Lee, and Taylor will throw right side. This is caught by Savion Conte across the 20 down to the 25-yard line. I believe that is good for a Mocha attorneys at law first down. Indeed, it is a strike for Austin Taylor to Conte. That has been really the matchup tonight. They have been working with each other. Both the touchdowns are from Taylor to Conte, so the Hornets in good motion here with a good quarterback and wide receiver pairing up. Good for 15 yards on that throw and then catch and run. Taylor will get the snap here on first down and 10. Back to Conte again. Another one that slips outside. Conte splitting defenders and all the way across the 35 and down to the 39-yard line, and a good for another Mocha attorneys at law first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, Austin Taylor's doing really good. He is making really good reads at the moment. He's finding his one-on-one coverage, going to that wide receiver, letting him make a move, and he's made 2 completions back-to-back. Nice reads by that young quarterback.
Taylor will line up alone in the backfield. They spread him out. Trips to the left and 2 to the right. Floating this one over the top to Conte, but a little too far out of his reach. It'll fall incomplete with 1:22 to go here in this fourth quarter. Hornets down 38-13, just trying to build some confidence and get ready for the Bryan Vikings coming up next week back at home.
Boy, I tell you, if that ball would have been just had a little lighter touch on it, man, that may have gone to the house.
We're going to see that connection all season long, I'm willing to bet, from Taylor to Savion Conte.
It's worked so far tonight.
It has. Both the touchdowns come from Taylor to Conte, as Taylor will fake on a play action fake over the middle and just high over the reach of Savion Conte. Back in coverage there for A&M Consolidated was Desmond Darnell. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 10 with 1:18 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. Conte will come off for a play, and that'll move Peyton Pryor over to the right side now in a 4 wideout set here for the Huntsville Hornets. One back will be Jeremiah Winfrey.
Big down right here. 3rd and 10, you got to run your route past the sticks.
Line to gain is the 47. Taylor gets the snap, looking to throw over the middle, and diving, trying to get to it is Matthew Tatum, but a little bit too low for the senior wideout. That'll bring up a 4th down and 10 with 1:14 to go here in this ball game. A&M Consolidated, as their fans are starting to make their way to the exits. A lot of the Huntsville faithful sticking this one out, so that just shows you what this community is all about. They love their Hornet football, and they will stick it out to the very end. You love to see that. As Austin Taylor will line up here in the gun. 4th down and 10, ball at the 37-yard line of Huntsville. Taylor will clap twice and get the snap. Good protection. Looking to throw deep ball here, and a miscommunication there with him and Melton Green, as that ball is going to fall incomplete. And it'll bring up a turnover on downs. The defense will come back out, and I think A&M Consolidated will just take a couple of knees, and we will call this one a night.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication on that play. It looked like, it looked like Taylor was thinking he was running a go route, and Green was running a curl route, and, man, you guys got to get on the same page.
So Tyler Poling and company will bring his offense back out there onto the field. They will take over at the 37-yard line here in this Mirsky's Cafe fourth quarter with 1:08 to go here tonight in College Station. Again, don't forget to join us next week, Saturday, September 3rd. Friday, September 2nd, I should say. You'll see us on Saturday, September the 3rd, too. We'll talk a little bit about that coming up in our post-game, brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. As Consolidated is going to improve to 1-0 to open the regular season. Huntsville will fall to 0-1, 2 straight wins for A&M Consolidated against the Hornets. As Poling will get the snap. They're not going to take knees here. They'll go with a run here. And the ball is free, and it ends up in the hands of the Hornets. And it's fumbled by Brian Claudio and ends up in the hands of Benny Ross.
Nice play there by Benny Ross. Picks up the fumble, gets the ball back into the Hornets' hands with 1 minute left in the ballgame.
Yep, 1 minute on the clock, so a costly turnover there by A&M Consolidated, and they'll give the Hornet defense a bit of a jolt before things wrap up here tonight, as Austin Taylor and company right back out there at the 40-yard line with 60 yards to go to try and cash in for 6, and trying to make this a bit of a closer ball game at the final buzzer. Taylor will line up in the gun, Winfrey back with him, and a triple package to the right. Taylor will get the snap, rolling to his right. He'll throw in the flat to Matthew Tatum, and Tatum out of bounds. I'll give him a gain of 4 there to the 44-yard line. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 coming up here for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice little route there by Matthew Tatum. Just a little out route. Nice play there by Austin to hit him right in the numbers.
And Tatum, a little gingerly there on that play, running out of bounds, and he has gone to the ground here. Training staff heading out there to check on him. They continue to look at him here. He'll quickly hop right back up. He'll head back over to the sideline. Good to see that for the senior wide receiver, as he'll now walk off under his own power. That's good to see.
That is good to see. We don't want to see anything, any injuries happen to any athletes on either side.
And so I'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 here for the Hornets. They actually will pause there for a moment. We're going to keep things right here for a few moments. Don't forget, folks, stay tuned for post-game wrap-up brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. We'll break down this one for you tonight. A&M Consolidated is going to improve to 1-0 to start the regular season. They're getting ready for their next week's matchup. Huntsville is getting ready for Bryan next week back at home. One of only 4 games at Bauer Stadium this season. As the Hornets get ready to open up the brand new stadium. Not sure when it will be, but we hope it's soon, soon, soon. As Austin Taylor and company back out there for the final bits of this game. 56 seconds left to go on that clock, and this will be a throw by Austin Taylor, hit the hands of his receiver. I believe that was Cole Schroeder. It was a safety in there at wideout in place of Matthew Tatum. Hit his hands, and it's the situation of it hits your hands, but you're taking off before the ball ends up in your hands.
Yeah, that's one of the things about wideouts. If you take your eyes off that ball for just a split second, that's all it takes.
Taylor on a 3rd down and 6. Ball at the Hornet 44-yard line. One back with him is Lee, and Taylor will get the snap. Protection breaking down. Taylor floats this one. This time it's caught by Cole Schroeder. Across midfield down to the 43-yard line. Good for Amoka. Moka attorneys at law. First down for the Hornets.
Nice play, Austin Taylor. Young quarterback stepped up in the pocket, fired a rocket to Schroeder. First down, good play.
Hurry up offense here for the Hornets. Triple package to the left of wide receivers. Taylor will get the snap on top of the A&M Consolidated logo. He'll float this one way downfield, and just out of the hands of Savion Conte. Back there in coverage for A&M Consolidated was the safety in Ellis Myers. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Good coverage there by Myers for A&M Consolidated. But, hey, you know what I like to call? You know, it's one-on-one coverage. Throw it up. Let them make an athletic move. You get the ball.
I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 30 seconds to go here in this Murski's 4th quarter. 43-yard line here for Huntsville with 30 seconds to go. Taylor will clap out of the gun and get the snap. On top of the Consolidated logo, throws this one looking for his man Peyton Pryor, but not quite in communication with him as that ball fell to the turf. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 with 26 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, Pryor just runs a seam route right up the middle. Austin Taylor, I thought he was going to be able to hit him in stride, threw the ball a little bit behind him for an incomplete pass.
3rd down and 10. Ball up the 43-yard line once again for Huntsville. They're moving right to left across your radio dial. Taylor will line up in the shotgun. 2 spread to the left and the right. Taylor claps, gets the snap on top of the 50-yard line. Looking to spread out, and he will take off and run as he's looking for Conte and throwing it way downfield and out of reach of anybody. Looking for Conte was Taylor. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 10 with 18 seconds left to go.
Well, Taylor took a shot there as soon as he released the football. But again, I'm really starting to like what I see with this young quarterback. He's stepping up in the pocket, buying himself some time. I like what I see.
Quick personnel change here for A&M Consolidated as they'll get set here for this last play of offense potentially for the Hornets, unless they can strike here and keep this ball game going. But time is run out for them tonight. They will fall to 0-1, but they will hope to bounce back next week at home as Taylor gets the snap. Looking to throw out of the gun. He'll throw this one over the middle, in and out of the hands of Peyton Pryor. And that has really been the story tonight for Huntsville as it just hits off the hands, and that will be a turnover on downs. With 12 seconds to go, Consolidated will come out and take a knee, and that will be the end of the ball game here tonight in College Station. A valiant effort, as I've said, by the Huntsville Hornets. It's a young team, folks. A lot of learning curves to be learned. And they'll get back out there next week against the Bryan Vikings Friday night at Bauer Stadium on the Sam Houston State University campus. Myself and Brian Adams are going to have that call. Don't go away, folks, though, as we'll get this final kneel down, and we will call it a night after our post-game wrap-up, brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. So stick around for that, folks. And we hope to see you again next week as well, as Tyler Poling will go back out there onto the field. They'll bunch up on the line. Line up in the I formation does Poling, as a couple of more players will come back out there for Consolidated to give them the full 11. With 12 seconds to go here in the 4th and a flag, it'll be a delay of game against A&M Consolidated.
You know, honestly, it's one of the few penalties A&M Consolidated has had tonight. I mean, they've really played a pretty clean ball game.
Indeed, they have. So give them credit. They played a heck of a ball game tonight, had a couple of big plays. One of them ended up turning into a lucky touchdown for them. As Poling will take the knee and the clock will wind down, and that is your ball game here this evening in College Station. The Hornets fall 38-13 to the A&M Consolidated Tigers. That is 2 straight wins for A&M Consolidated. And that will do it here tonight in College Station. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in a few moments with your post-game wrap-up. Brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. Me and Brian will wrap this one up here from College Station. When we come back, From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports and Walker County Federal Credit Union. Stay with us, friends.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Weisner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Hyundai's Getaway Sales Event, save even more. Elantras, Sonatas, Santa Fe's, Santa Cruz, Tucson's, and more. All with low interest rates available for qualified buyers, starting at 2.79 APR for 60 months. Buy for less at Weisner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WeisnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Friends, summer is here in Huntsville, and Texpress Urgent Care is here to treat your poison ivy, animal bites, sunburns, lacerations, sprains, breaks, and don't forget your camp and sports physicals so you can quickly get back to your busy summer. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. Texpress Urgent Care offers a variety of procedures. You can check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and McAllister's in Huntsville.
The Color Bar Hair Salon and Tanning Salon are full supporters of our Huntsville Hornets. Just like our Hornets, we offer the best Huntsville has to offer. The Color Bar Hair Salon is a full-service salon and is ranked the #1 VIP Bellamy hair extension salon. From precision cuts to full treatments, we'll make sure you leave always wanting to come back. The Color Bar Tanning Salon offers a monthly membership that includes access to our mega beds with body contoured acrylics and a relaxing hydro massage bed for only $59.99. The Color Bar Hair and Tanning Salon, where your experience matters.
West Sandy Creek Winery is pleased to welcome Frank Martin Gilligan with Joe Gavito to their stage for a special music event on Sunday, September 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. Your ticket includes a hearty buffet of hot and cold appetizers. Tickets are on sale on the West Sandy Creek Winery Facebook page or online at WSCWinery.com. Celebrate the 3-day holiday weekend in style with Frank's award-winning country music, their award-winning wine, and the appetizer buffet. Go to WSCWinery.com for more information and tickets.
Hey folks, it's Steven over here at Adams Furniture. We're your Huntsville, Texas hometown furniture store. Come in and see why we carry the top brands with great customer service. We carry brands such as Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Hybrid, Serta mattresses. We have the biggest selection of Lazy Boy recliners, double reclining sofas, reclining love seats. We have all American-made hardwood bedroom furniture, living room furniture, all American-made lift chairs. All this is in stock and ready for delivery at Adams Furniture. We are cheaper in the country. Shop local with us and save your money. That's Adams Furniture, 30 State Highway and 75 North and 10th Street.
The Huntsville Hornets postgame show is brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
Welcome back to College Station, ladies and gentlemen. Final tonight, A&M Consolidated takes this 138-13 over your Huntsville Hornets as we welcome you to the postgame wrap-up brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage with Brian Adams. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Thank you for joining us here tonight in our postgame wrap-up. Brian, a tough one tonight for the Hornets. It's a young team, as we've said all night long, but hey, they fought valiantly and saw some flashes of greatness, so it gives you good hope for the rest of this season. Just one that did not fall in the cards for them tonight.
Yeah, you know what? It was a very tough football game, tough fought. I mean, the Hornets, they kind of dug themselves a hole, but they never gave up, you know, and that's the sign of a championship team, one that never gives up or throws in the towel. Yeah, they had some mistakes tonight, and as you just said, I mean, it is a very young football team. I mean, one of the youngest high school teams with so many sophomores on there playing. But I'm telling you, man, the future is bright. And one of the things I really liked about the young quarterback, Austin Taylor, towards the end of the ball game is he was reading the defenses. And let me tell you, man, that is one of the most difficult things for a quarterback to do, especially a young guy. But he started seeing coverages that gave him opportunities with one-on-ones, and he started taking advantage of it. He started stepping up in the pocket, buying himself some extra time. I loved seeing that. Matthew Tatum, obviously we know Matthew's capabilities, great athlete, going to do very well tonight. But there were some other young guys that stepped up. Shiloh Jones, for example, on the defensive side, laying some hits in there. Their aggressiveness on defense, I like. They've got to do a better job tackling. But overall, you know what? It wasn't a win. But I saw some really good things out of this young Hornet football team that tells me their future is going to be very bright.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, folks, despite the Hornets not coming out on top tonight, we'll still give you a player of the game tonight. And really the one that stood out for me, I have two tonight, really, for both sides of the ball. One of them, Shiloh Jones, stepped up in a big way tonight on the defensive side of the ball, despite getting banged up a bit in that first half. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I'll give it to Savion Conte. He had a couple of big catches there, and him and Taylor were keeping up with each other through the whole game. That is a tandem that you guys are going to see throughout this season, so expect that all season long. Your players of the game tonight, Savion Conte on the offensive side of the ball, Shiloh Jones on the other side of the ball. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we will wrap things up and set you up for next week at Bauer Stadium against the Bryan Vikings, so don't go away, folks. We'll be back in a few moments on the AB Squared Self-Storage Postgame Wrap-Up here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, on our final segment of the post-game wrap-up, brought to you by AB Squared Self-Storage. Myself and Brian Adams are going to wrap things up here for you. We thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Once again, your final A&M Consolidated knocks off the Huntsville Hornets tonight, 38-13. Just a couple of big plays early on by A&M Consolidated, and that's what got things out of hand for the Hornets early. But hey, like we said, we saw flashes of greatness here tonight, and you know the hope is good for this Huntsville Hornets team tonight, Brian, as we wrap up.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of things that they're going to go when they wake up in the morning. They're going to be banged up after their first ball game. They're going to get into the locker rooms, into the training rooms. They're going to take care of some of those injuries they got tonight. But again, you know, they didn't get the win, okay? But there were so many positive things you can take away from tonight's ball game on the Hornets side that leads you to believe that down the road, this is going to be a very tough ball club.
Absolutely. I mean, look in the grand scheme of things, the couple of years from now, man, with all these guys that will eventually be seniors, this is going to be in a team to be reckoned with right here in the state of Texas. So, folks, you are seeing greatness in the making. Not quite there yet, but in the making. So continue to support this great team, and we thank you so much for joining us here this evening. I want to thank a lot of folks for helping us out, making this broadcast possible, to all of our wonderful sponsors this evening. We got so many this year. Thank you so much for your support of the Huntsville Hornets. And to our guys back at the station, Colin Neal, and future board hop for us, Nicholas Pola. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. A big thank you to my man here, Luke Scott, for running the camera for us tonight. Folks, you'll get to know him very quickly as we get equipment set up. He will be down on the sidelines for us here this season, so stay tuned for that as the seasons progress. We hope to get him down there for the home game next week. Speaking of which, that is where we will be next week in Bauer Stadium in Huntsville. For that ball game, the Bryan Vikings are in town taking on the Hornets. It's going to be a good one. We'll have that game for you right here on 101.7 KSAM, the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by Walker County Federal Credit Union and KSAM Sports. For my broadcast partner, Brian Adams, and the entire crew here at KSAM Sports, we thank you for joining us here this evening. Once again, your final score, A&M Consolidated victorious, 38-13 over your Huntsville Hornets. Have a great rest of your Friday evening, friends. Have a safe and wonderful weekend, and we will see you next Friday night at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville. Good night, and as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. Good night from College Station.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
This has been the AB Squared Self-Storage Hornets postgame show with Carlos Zinnerman and Brian Adams on KSAM.
Change requires preparation. When seasons change, we check our gardens and plants. We check our heating and AC systems. We rotate our wardrobes. There's work to be done because preparation is always best. I'm Greg Smith with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. As your hometown experts in celebrating life, we're here to help you prepare for the next season, to help you make decisions without burdening your family. It's our family's way of serving yours, and we are honored to do so. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. Are you having a hard time getting a good deal on a new GM vehicle? Come to Wiesner in Huntsville, where we sell the vehicles for the factory window sticker. In stock, order, or online. It's all the same price. You don't have to pay over MSRP. Just say no to additional dealer markup or market price adjustment. Just say no to ZAS. Just say no to environmental packages. Just say no to security packages. So if you want to be treated fair and like family, then Wiesner of Huntsville is the only place to go. You can visit us online at wiesnerhuntsville.com.
We all know that buying a vehicle is expensive, and that means you do what you can to maintain that vehicle. The same standard goes for your heating and cooling system. That is why at McGilberry Mechanical, we highly recommend a seasonal tune-up. A seasonal tune-up will save you money, prevent breakdowns, prolong equipment life, diagnose minor problems before they become major ones, and comply with manufacturer warranty requirements. Schedule a maintenance appointment for your heating and cooling system today. Maintenance is everything. Call McGilberry Mechanical at 936-291-2640.
It's the classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your all-time favorite patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. And just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this delicious all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words. Can I have a bite? Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you should just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Ooh, glad that dilemma's over. The Whataburger patty melt, just like you like it. Order online to earn rewards.
Friends, summer is here in Huntsville, and Texpress Urgent Care is here to treat your poison ivy, animal bites, sunburns, lacerations, sprains, breaks, and don't forget your camp and sports physicals so you can quickly get back to your busy summer. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville, located at 193 I-45 South. Texpress Urgent Care offers a variety of procedures. You can check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic near Bahama Bucks and McAllister's in Huntsville.
Hey folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville. We've got some great news for the summer. The inventory's starting to come back. We're getting transports almost daily. We've got a great selection of Buick Envision starting at only $36,000 after rebate, or take advantage of the 0% interest for 36 months. Need a truck? What about a 4-door GMC starting at only $42,000, and you get 36 months at 0% interest? You need to hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville for the great savings and friendly deals, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Bank with confidence with the Hometown Bank, First National Bank of Huntsville. Our bank lobbies are open, and we also have 3 drive-through locations, multiple ATMs, telephone banking, plus online and mobile banking options, all available for your safety and convenience. For over 130 years, our focus has always been about the great people in our community. As Huntsville's only locally owned community bank, you can trust First National Bank of Huntsville to be your financial partner today and for future generations.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
West Sandy Creek Winery is pleased to welcome Frank Martin Gilligan with Joe Gavito to their stage for a special music event on Sunday, September 3rd from 6 to 9 p.m. Your ticket includes a hearty buffet of hot and cold appetizers. Tickets are on sale on the West Sandy Creek Winery Facebook page or online at WSCWinery.com. Celebrate the 3-day holiday weekend in style with Frank's award-winning country music, their award-winning wine, and the appetizer buffet. Go to WSCWinery.com for more information and tickets. AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
This has been a KSAM Sports Network presentation. The 2022 Hornet season is proudly presented by First National Bank of Huntsville and by AB Squared Self-Storage, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance, El Gordo Taqueria, Dr. Toole Foot and Ankle Specialists of Huntsville, Huntsville Church of Christ, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, McGilbury Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Reliable Auto Parts, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Tex Press Urgent Care, The Color Bar Tanning, The Woodland Financial Group, and More Insurance, Tom Foolery's Pizza and Games, West Sandy Creek Winery, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, and Wiesner Huntsville. From Carlos Zimmerman